Susan, did you
yeah.
put me in the wrong room?
Hmm?
Did you put me in the wrong room?
Why?
Because I'm doing a category tonight.
Oh, you
And so
are.
am I.
What?
Well, Celia, you're in room 2.
Yeah, and so am I.
Oh, jeez.
Did
Okay.
Susan forget how to do
Wendy's
this?
in room 1.
Do we have too many
Celia's in room 2. That's correct.
Okay.
Carl's in room 3.
It's Kevin who's misplaced.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong room.
Because he was in room 2.
Pat's
with
in room
us.
4. And
You don't
Rob's in
have
room
me for a
5. I don't have
category.
you doing a category tonight.
That's the second week in a row you pushed me. It's okay. Last week I put together one at the last minute because you needed a category.
That's
Yeah,
right.
okay.
You didn't need it.
I had to bail last week. That was my fault.
Yeah, so no, that's why you're not in the wrong room.
Okay, so my category is sometime in the future.
It is next week.
Kevin, we love you anyway. Don't.
It was a good one. It was a
Well,
good
no,
one.
it'll be good next week, right? It's not going to
It
be
would have
like
been better last week.
So when you scheduled things for this week, did you maybe mean to put Kevin's name down instead of my name down? Because I never actually volunteered for a round this week. Ben just noticed in the spreadsheet, hey, you know what you're doing a round this week?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so
Kevin
can,
with a K.
can Kevin
Kevin
join
with a
ours
K.
then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, send
and
Kevin
we'll
over
take.
to us. And
Yeah,
And we'll
my
take
team
Carl.
gladly wants to trade Kyle for me.
Gee,
Yeah, and then
gee,
we would need. We would
has
need
anybody done
one
a quiz that's where the theme is sometime in the future?
Okay, so Susan, are you getting the information you need to make a decision?
Carl, do you have a category tonight?
I do, but I have no problem letting Kevin
Okay.
take it tonight
The
instead.
reason why is because if I take Kevin
I
off,
threw
and
one
put him onto
together
the
in
other
like about an
team-
hour and a half.
Wait, what were you saying, Susan?
If I take Kevin off of team 2,
And put
Yeah.
Carl on. Switch him.
Yeah, you just flip us.
oh, I could do that. Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah,
Which
Kyle's team's
Carl?
gonna be pissed because I'm gonna help
Which
them
Carl?
lose now.
Flip 'em.
No, it's just fair. It's fair, Kevin, if there's a
It's
misunderstanding.
fine.
I don't
It's
care
not
if
a
I do it next
problem.
week. I don't care. Whatever you guys
I
want
have
to do.
made an executive decision. I will flip you 2. Okay, so
Team 2, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you got Kyle.
okay, got it. All right,
Like,
so
I
Kevin,
guess,
you're not.
Avi,
Carl's
you're
on
still
next
here.
week. Carl,
I'm
you're
gonna
on
leave
next-
once the names are just are stated.
They both start with the K. What does it matter? They're
So
white
hard.
guys. What does it matter?
And
Yes, Jim?
Kyle, you're lucky you're not doing a category tonight.
What
I
Jim,
keep
you-
one ready just in case.
Good
Oh,
job.
you're
I
very
put Karen
wise.
on team 2.
Next week it's Karen, Carl, Kyle, Kevin, Kat.
You've had a tough couple weeks, Susan. No,
I can use that excuse if it helps, but I'm actually okay. I'm just busy. As long as I'm busy, I'm fine. If I'm not busy, I don't know how I will be. I need to stay busy. That's all that matters.
Okay.
Look, I'm wearing one of Mark's shirts. Isn't that great? It says,
Nice.
Oh, wearing
Cool.
one of
Love it.
Susan's shirts.
I went to the mortuary, picked up his ashes wearing this shirt.
Aw.
They didn't give me a lot of flack about like, oh, so sorry. I'm like,
Uh,
yes,
Buy a
Gal?
shirt.
Gal, you
so
raised
the
your hand?
Skeptic's Guide to the Universe revealed all your family.
Yeah, Gail, you raised your hand.
And not on purpose.
Hey,
Well,
Gail,
Jim
don't
did it,
forget
now
you
you
got
did it.
Gail. You got to talk to Avi about the community college stuff at some time.
Not today. I'm
Not
too tired.
tonight. We're going for fast.
All right, so
We have a break, right?
yeah, okay, but Avi will be asleep.
Yeah.
All right,
He's already asleep.
Team
Yeah.
number 1, Carolyn, Gail, Peggy, and Wendy. What's your team name tonight?
Kamala, or I'm sorry, Kamala, Melania, Marla. Only one guy can't tell them apart.
I know he was talking about on Musk, and he said, well, they spelled it with a C when they wrote it out. It was Camilla, and I thought that she's married to the King of England. What who is he talking about? Oh my God, I'm telling you, he's gonna walk into a propeller. I'm making my prediction. He's just gonna he's just gonna wander off, and it's gonna like that, and the Secret Service are not going to be there fast enough because they're going to go, let him go. He's free. It'll be quicker this I'm not taking it for him. Okay. Alan, Avi, Celia, Vincent, and now Carl.
Allah, come waltz with me.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
That's
adorable.
That's right up there with something that Jamie would have come up with. Very good. Gail, make sure you send these all over to Jamie so you can see that there's been, some people
I will.
doing fine. Janine, Jim, Karen, and now Kevin.
Why is Elon Musk interviewing a drunk Sylvester the cat?
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Janine? That doesn't seem like something you would listen to.
We had Karen on our team.
Oh yeah, I don't know if it was the audio, or which is embarrassing because it's supposed to be, Musk, or if he really was whistling. Okay.
Actually,
Yeah.
I heard a technical report on this today, and unfortunately, even a broken clock is right at least once a day. So yes, it was the audio. There was they defined the specifics of what happened there.
But it got under his
It's
skin.
twice a
that's all
day,
that
Bob.
matters.
It's
Okay.
twice a day.
Well,
Bob.
it depends. If it's broken and going very, very slowly, it might only be once a day.
Okay, the different kind
Then,
of.
Or maybe
Wendy,
never then.
Kyle, and
Yeah,
Cat.
that's true.
Raccoon eyes.
Aw.
Cute.
Raccoon eyes. There you go. All right.
It's mostly
Raccoon
from
eyes.
all the smoke that's in my eyes.
That's it. Faith and Romero, Leonard and Rob.
So this was in honor of what happened at your house, and we have Leonard on our team who was affected by raccoon COVID. So
Oh.
raccoon COVID sucks.
You notice Jane's not here tonight. Yeah, she was messed up.
That's how you got it. The raccoon brought it in.
I'm
Yep.
blaming him.
Little
can't-
bastard.
I thought there was 2 C's in raccoon. That's how I spell it. RACCOON.
There are 2 C's.
Oh,
There
But
are.
maybe COVID raccoons have only
yeah,
one
nobody.
C because,
Team
most
four
because
and
the
team
other
five
C went to
misspelled
the
it?
COVID.
That's how
But
raccoons
two
spell it.
teams misspelled it.
Yeah, 2 teams misspelled it, and I
That
caught
is
it. That's
funny.
amazing.
So,
All right.
definitely, I should have had that one on my misspelled words one. 'Cause
Yeah, there you go.
clearly,
But I know
obvious
that
I
one because
misspelled
I've
that.
used the word
Republican
raccoon.
raccoons are spelled with 1 C because the second C means it's communist.
No, it's COVID. It's the
Uh,
COVID part.
For your misspelled word things, how many of them are double letter things, or things where people just aren't sure whether it's 1 letter or 2?
Yeah, sometimes I did. Yep. Some a fair number of them were that.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Oh my
'cause
God, I
English
had
is
a terrible time spelling cancellation.
Well,
That's
English is
why I
English
could
is
not
a
put
stupid.
2 L's in it.
Avi's waving goodbye because I think his little sprout head is gone.
And
Avi,
We'll see you soon, Avi.
Hi,
Yeah,
Avi.
are you
Zane.
leaving?
See you again.
Yeah, you lost
yeah,
Avi.
I just got back. I just literally just arrived in Chicago from Germany, so I'm very, very tired.
Thank you for showing up.
If you're leaving, let
Nice
me
to
quickly
see
tell
you.
you. Let
Sweet
me quickly
dreams.
tell you what Alan was trying to get me to say. Check the community colleges. They're always looking for math instructors.
Right.
And I loved your pictures.
Thanks.
Well, I like to go sightseeing with people who travel.
All right, let him go to bed. He's tired.
Bye-bye.
Dream of raccoons, Avi.
Oh God,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a nightmare.
All right, so we have
Really?
tonight Kamala, Melania, Marla. Only one guy can't tell them apart. Versus Kumalia, come waltz with me.
Yeah.
Versus why is Elon Musk interviewing a drunk Sylvester the cat?
Yeah.
Versus raccoon eyes versus raccoon COVID sucks.
Gee.
So we have 5 people who will be doing our categories tonight, the leaders, and the leader of the pack is Wendy. Wendy. She's got the calm. Then it's followed by Celia, who's got it's just been brewing for weeks, so it must be great. And
1
then
week.
followed by Kevin. Then it'll be Kat all the way up there in Canada, so they say. And then followed by a bonus with Rob. And we're going to move this along because we're going to move it along because we're going to get out of here soon tonight.
So by the way, wasting time here, but to tell you, either spelling is correct because the RACOON is the British English version.
Which is why we take
thank
so
you.
long on trivia because we all have to explain everything. Okay.
By the
Okay.
way,
I was
is
Then
gonna
also have,
just
like,
say
a-
it's the Canadian
Appreciated the
spelling,
ex-
but
That's part of the fun.
I
Yeah, but we're in
appreciated
have
the
an OU in it.
explanation. Thank
They're
you.
in the East Coast. It's hard on them.
Yeah.
by the way, is Melanesia when Trump can't remember the name of his wife?
Melanesia. Oh.
Okay, so let me
Okay,
explain
Wendy,
what
you're up.
happened. Yeah,
He's had too many
Um,
wives to keep him
I
safe.
should, yeah, I'm giving credit where it's due to Paula, who isn't here tonight, or at least not yet. And and she helped compose the questions and also some of the answers. And my categories includes a few true and false and a bunch of multiple guess. And they're all over the map. They aren't related to each other.
So it's like miscellaneous trivia.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Those are fun.
Okay. So what I think I'm supposed to do is post the except now I don't know how. Post the questions in the chat, right?
One at a time and then read them out.
Okay.
Yep.
So the first one, number 1, true or false, the Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear. Should I just give all my questions all at once?
Post it in the chat.
Post
Hit,
them.
Post them so we can read along with you
yeah, post it and hit enter.
and then read it.
Post first, then read.
Oh, okay. 1. Can you guys see this? It says
No.
You gotta hit enter.
oh, it's got a little arrow there.
There
Yeah,
it is.
There you
Yes,
go.
There it is.
Good job.
Okay. True or false, Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear. And let me copy the second question, and it's copy. Let's see if this works now, if I am doing this right. Okay. White-faced capuchin monkeys greet each other by sticking their fingers A, up each other's noses, B, under each other's armpits, C, in each other's butts. Oh, and then there's a D also. Here, I missed it.
D is all of the above.
You'll also see, Wendy, that the numbers come up weird.
Oh, yeah.
So D is under each other's chins.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Oh,
That's
is
D.
that a problem? Should I go back and copy that whole number?
Nope.
too?
I'm fixing it as you put it in.
Oh, okay, thank you. All right, so, then the third question, I'm sorry, I'm so clumsy with this. This is just like,
Until you do this a zillion times, everybody's clumsy with it. Don't worry about it.
okay,
Unless you want to do a category every week, then you'll have it down after a year.
okay.
So what's going
well,
on?
and
What's
it's-
going on with the numbers? It's always saying 1 each time though.
I
It does
don't
that,
know.
Rob.
That Word does that.
been
Word
doing
does
that.
Then don't use word, people. How many times?
Well, you know what I started
Well,
doing?
I don't know
Writing
how
the
to use
number
it.
down.
Okay, so I'll read it. White-faced capuchin monkeys. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, put it in again.
No, it's there now.
It's
don't see it.
in now. We see
Yeah, you
it.
did it, Rob.
see number 3?
It's fine.
I don't
yeah.
see it.
Oh, number 3, it's supposed to be, what is the only,
It
Oh,
was
okay.
there and now it's gone. What happened?
Yeah, I was
Oh.
trying to fix it and I deleted it and it didn't let me paste it. So that's why it's gone. That's why I said do it again.
Okay, there it is.
Oh,
This is number 3.
okay, so what is the only animal with cube-shaped poop? And then it's multiple choice. SpongeBob SquarePants. Oh, where did it go?
I fixed the number.
Okay. A wombat, bats, or axolotl. This was contributed by Paul.
Now we get to argue about what cube shape means.
Oh, God, no.
Didn't
So-
Jamie
Roll
do
up
this?
the hill.
Didn't Jamie do this, or who did this? Or Karen? Who?
Karen
did
did the poop.
I did the poop. Karen did the poop. I'm going to say that again. Karen did the poop.
Karen
Well,
did the
you
poop.
better get this one right, Karen.
Okay, the first food eaten by humans in space was A, vanilla pudding, B, applesauce, C, M&Ms, and D, pureed meat in a tube.
That's how I like my meat.
Yeah. You look, you know, it's Paula's mind.
I'm in outer space. That's how I eat my meat.
Okay. And remember I told you guys this was just like not these questions don't have anything to do with each other.
That's fine.
Okay.
More
The
fun.
country with the most pyramids is A, Mexico, B, Egypt, C, Sudan, D, Peru. Okay. Okay. The official state gem of Washington is A, emerald, B, ruby, C, petrified wood, D, jasper. Some of these I knew the answers to before, you know, making them my category. Some of them I did not. Okay. 7. French poodles are actually from A, Germany, B, Belgium, C, France, D, Netherlands. And here's a true and false.
Williams Catherine or Katie Ice Williams.
My daughter. True or false? The platypus is the only mammal lacking a stomach. There. Okay. 9. She's my little duckling. Stop laughing.
That was a platypus.
Oh, okay. Google was almost called another name. What was Google initially called in 1996? A, everything. B, Willow. C, guess what? Question mark. D, Backrub.
Ooh, how interesting. I don't-
This
See,
is a
Google's
real
perfect now.
hodgepodge.
It is a hodgepodge.
Whoever came up with the name Google did a good job.
Yeah. Okay, copy. And then finally. What animal survived the sinking of the Titanic? A, 2 doves. B, 3 dogs. C, a cat. D, 1 hedgehog.
What about raccoons?
That was 10 questions. No, I
This
did.
raccoon would have kicked ass. He'd be on that door. He'd push them both off the door.
I guess 10 is really asking what non-human animals survive.
Oh,
You know, it's from hanging around with a bunch of skeptics.
I know. They just can't let up. Okay.
This is why it's 5 hours.
Yeah, seriously. All right. So Wendy, can you send us to our rooms? Hello, Deborah.
How?
Deborah.
I'll send people to the rooms, but Deborah needs one, Susan.
Yeah, I got to figure out which one.
Oh, Carl beat me.
Um,
Thanks, Carl.
Am I supposed to go to a room?
No.
You can go to all the
Float
rooms.
between the rooms.
You can visit everything.
Okay, I don't
You
know.
visit them and say nothing. No hints. Cover
I'm
them.
gonna- What room am I going to? 3 or 2?
3. You've got power, so you can make yourself go.
Okay.
Okay, and I got to put Deborah in. Okay, Avi's already left. I'm gonna put her there. So you just float amongst the rooms. Deborah is in 2. You know how to go there? Hit join. Wendy? You know how
What?
to go to the rooms? You go to the breakout rooms, and on the right-hand side of each room, it says join.
Do I have to?
Yeah, well, so you're just sitting here. You want to listen to everybody argue.
Okay.
You can go
So-
from room to room.
All right, where are breakout rooms?
Breakout rooms.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not it.
And on the right-hand side, it says, a drop-down box comes up and it says join and break.
Oh, breakout rooms.
And then
Gotcha.
and there's a close all rooms, and also you can move from room to room by leaving rooms.
Oh, thank you.
Have
Okay.
fun.
Those weird, like,
about
hello,
Susan?
Susan.
Oh, I'm supposed to be in one.
I
Yeah,
know you
why are
are.
you in our room? Get out.
Oh, I just was telling Wendy to go from room to room. Okay, hold on. Let me get out of here. Don't say anything. I won't look.
All right, I'm giving you
Alright.
all the answers.
Stealing
Okay.
all the answers.
I
She's just
forgot.
accidentally
You
popping
did
up in
this
every
on
room.
purpose, didn't you?
I
You
completely
knew we
forgot
were gonna
I
have
was
all the
able.
right answers.
I was just telling her you can go from room to room. Okay,
It's the
never
best
mind.
part of
Yep.
I forgot I was
liked it.
supposed to come to room one.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought I
Where
was
have you
supposed to go
been,
from room.
Susan? We've decided all these without you. Ha ha ha.
All right.
Black
So-
underwear?
Can you just give me a letter? Because I can't fix that. My computer.
Okay, I said chins. I said D. It's a guess. I don't know.
I
That
think
seems,
it's chins. It just seems more.
yeah. Because don't
Okay,
some
let me-
animals actually have scent glands under there?
Well, I think if you, I don't know, I have this weird, probably fake recollection of watching capuchin monkeys on TV, like scratching themselves under the chin.
Yeah.
I thought it was a
Yeah.
butt. That's what the cats and dogs smell each other's butt.
Yeah, but they don't stick their
Yeah,
little.
but they don't stick their
fingers in.
fingers in
Because
it.
they got no fingers. If they had fingers, they'd have them in there
Well, they have fingers.
and then smell them.
So I think the
We're
three
going
is
with D.
three. Yeah, we're going with D, which is the
Yep.
under the chin. Three
Okay.
is the wombat. I'm pretty sure
Yeah, it is the wombat. That's what I put.
from previous.
Wait a minute. Where's Wombat on there?
Well,
It's
you don't have it.
D.
I have
It
the
isn't
wrong
You have
D.
it
answer
under
on the wrong
4.
one.
Look
I've
at
got it
4.
under
4 is
4.
actually 3.
All right. So 4 is 3 and it's Wombat, all right?
We think
Wait,
so.
4 is not 3. 4 is 4.
Yeah, but
Oh,
4.
right,
is
My
right,
not-
4 is
numbering has
3.
gotten off someplace.
Yeah,
I
her
don't know what
numbering
happened.
is completely wrecked.
2.
So 5 is the first food in space.
Okay, now I've got the numbers right.
The first food eaten.
No, that's 4.
No, it's, oh, you're right, it's 4.
Yeah,
The only, Gail, the only thing you have to do is maybe delete,
the cube-shaped fruit,
delete,
the cube-shaped poop I have twice.
Yeah. So delete 3. Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, that's right. I couldn't figure out what those going on.
Okay,
there you go.
so the first
Okay.
food in space,
M&Ms?
my thought would be the obvious answer is period meat in a tube, right?
No. I
That's
think
what
it's
I thought.
M&Ms. I bet they got into space and they're floating around and they were throwing the M&Ms at each other.
No, I don't
Oh,
think they
okay.
would have done M&Ms. I think it was whatever it was.
I don't think they would have, I think they would have frowned upon that, actually.
Yeah.
So-
'Cause they knew about gravity, so they wouldn't have done that, I think.
That's the first thing I would have done.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're not an astronaut.
I
yet.
know, but I think they still think it's M&Ms, but that's what I know. I doubt it would be meat in a tube.
It
Well,
seems like we
yeah,
should know
so
this.
first in space, they weren't there. That was one of the quick trips, right? It wasn't like the moon landing or anything. Where they
I
had to
think
have
it's gonna
long
be-
food. It had to be
it's-
something just to try it out, right?
Yeah, to see.
Probably applesauce or vanilla pudding because maybe they might have had like upset stomachs or something and they wanted something mild. Or...
Well, it would be,
Applesauce?
if it was anything like that, it was in a tube, right?
Yeah.
So vanilla pudding in a tube makes more sense than applesauce to me, but I don't know. What do you think?
Ooh. It seems like they might have focused on meat to make sure they could get protein in space.
But
But
that would be the first thing you would eat. That would be disgusting.
And they might not have been up there very long for the first thing they ate. You know, it could have been just we're going around for a day and we're going to have vanilla pudding or something.
Yeah, I bet it was the first food they ate would have been like one of those just once around the earth kinds of things.
Yeah. So vanilla pudding?
Fine with me.
I should
That's
have
fine.
M&Ms, but I'm outvoted.
You should. So you can say, I told you so, Susan. You gotta
Okay.
have, I told you so.
See, I'm sticking with the meat, but
Oh,
but
okay, so we
majority
got
of
a
people-
meat, we got 2 vanilla puddings, and we have M&Ms.
That's what I'm saying. So vanilla is good. I don't care.
We're screwed. We don't have a team answer.
We don't know.
Difficult question.
You know, I'm getting talked into the M&Ms because they could just hold them. They didn't throw them. They could just pass them. to
Okay,
each
I'm good with M&Ms, and I get to say I
Won't
told
you
so.
don't guilt me. I'm just a guest here. I'm on another team next round.
You're always on the team you're on.
Yeah, it's
So
true.
are we M&Ms now?
I'd go with M&Ms.
All right, let's change it to M&Ms.
It's ridiculous enough.
It's ridiculous enough, exactly.
It is. I
And-
think
Go ahead.
it's either Peru or Mexico, I would think.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Mexico, but I had no idea how many are in Peru.
Mexico's huge.
Are there even any in Peru?
Yeah, isn't there?
Yeah, I thought so.
Well, there's
Yeah,
Machu
the
Picchu, but I
Inca.
don't think Machu Picchu has pyramids. Does it?
Oh, well, so you think Mexico?
Well, they
Mexico
have a
sounds
lot in Mexico, and they have
Yeah.
a lot they haven't even found yet. in
Yeah,
the jungle.
Mexico's big.
right.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're all agreed on Mexico, right?
Yeah.
So it must be wrong.
Right.
So number
If I think
6,
it's right, it's
isn't
probably
that-
wrong.
isn't Washington the Emerald State?
Yes,
Or
I
is that
think so.
Oregon?
Oh,
Who
good.
has petrified wood? Is that Colorado or Arizona?
It was just on Jeopardy recently, and I don't remember.
I actually think I know this one is Emerald.
Okay,
That's
let's
what I
do it.
thought.
But I know there is a petrified wood is a
Yeah, it's, some state has
rock,
been.
and I can't remember where.
It is. Yeah, I don't know, but for some reason
Gail-
I think it's
Yeah,
Yeah.
Gail, we know you know 7.
French poodles are, yeah, I should know 7.
Netherlands.
I should know 7. I thought it was Germany when I
I
first.
thought it
looked
was
at
Germany.
I thought it was the Netherlands.
I should know 7. But
How
poodles are not
how
one of the
sure
breeds
are
that I'm
you
very
about
familiar with.
how sure are you about the Netherlands?
Most of the breeds that were developed came from Germany. I know a lot of
Yeah.
breeds came from Germany, and I'm sure it wasn't France. It could have been Belgium, just because French things often become Belgian. Things that, like French fries are really from Belgium.
Oh.
But then that could be a trick too, so.
I'm good with I mean, I thought of Germany just because, like you said, a lot of breeds came
dogs
from
from
there,
there.
but I don't know. So
French poodles were originally used for swimming. I do know that. They were, in fact, the whole argument for the stupid way they groom them is to keep their joints warm when they're retrieving underwater.
Mhm.
And that makes me think that the Netherlands or Belgium is a better answer, just because they're more likely to want to breed something that goes in the water to retrieve, right?
yeah. Well, Susan thinks it's the Netherlands, so
Why don't we go with the Netherlands then?
Susan
Yeah,
doesn't know for sure.
Susan, we can just
I'm
blame
just
you for
guessing.
everything. Of course, that's what we all do.
we're going
Okay.
with Netherlands.
Yeah, we'll do Netherlands. Susan
Yeah.
likes it. Mikey likes it.
Mikey likes it.
I don't know this
Uh,
one.
Almost called another name.
We're missing one. So number 8 is a
Oh,
true
the
or false.
platypus one. Yeah,
This is
8
where I
is the
had the
platypus.
duplicate,
Gotta have a
right?
stomach.
Let's see, what was 8?
The
It
platypus.
Number
was
8
true
was
and
the
false about the
platypus.
platypus is
Yeah.
the only mammal lacking a stomach.
Yeah.
I've never heard that they were lacking a stomach.
Yeah, they gotta
No,
have a
I don't.
stomach. Like Carolyn says,
It's
how
got-
could they?
yeah.
What is it? Just like sit in your leg or something?
They have a lot of weird things, but I never heard that one of the weird
I
things.
never heard that
Yeah,
one either.
that doesn't make sense.
We're saying
to
that's
me.
false, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? We can get them all wrong. It doesn't matter.
Unless they just
We're here for
bored.
fun. It's not like you're gonna.
That's here for
Osmosis.
fun, exactly.
Just a stupid game.
What was Google called? Now, I remember recently watching something about what Google was once called, but none of those was one of those things.
Okay, how soon is it time to,
Now's
You
good
can-
because it's a 2-minute
now's good.
time.
Yeah, we could probably finish in 2 minutes, so. And
Oh,
don't
okay.
tell us everybody else is finished because we'll be really mad and
And leave from here so that you'll get sent back here. The last room you're in is where you get sent back to.
Well, she's got power, so it doesn't matter.
I
She's-
know, but then she has to figure out how to use the power, and if she's
Well,
here,
I don't
I
know
don't
what
have to
her-
worry about it.
yeah.
She could do it.
So for 9, can we go with everything or do you like guess what better?
I like guess what, but I am literally guessing, so.
I'm pretty sure it's not back rub. And Willow, it could be Willow, I guess. Anybody else have a guess?
Well, guess what? Kind of sounds. I think it's probably Willow.
I remember seeing this on a YouTube video recently, and my thought is Willow just because if it was any of the other ones, I think I would have remembered, and I don't remember.
All right, so Willow has 3 votes, it sounds
Willow.
like, so let's go with Willow. And the animals surviving the Titanic, I feel like we should go with the dogs, but that's just my
Yeah.
bent.
The only reason I'm thinking that is because all those rich ladies had
The
little
rich
lap
ladies and the
doggy-
little dogs, yeah.
You
The
don't think
little
it's the
yippy dogs.
doves? Doves in a cage?
No.
No,
I don't think
the
anybody
rich
would
ladies
ark.
took the little dogs with them. No.
That's a different boat.
Yeah. That's the ark.
Oh, come
I know
on,
it was
man.
one
What about
dog
the
survived.
hedgehog?
I think we can throw out the doves and the hedgehog. It's either a cat or 3 dogs. I think 3 dogs with a bunch of rich people. That sounds like the dogs that got out. But,
I'm fairly confident that I remember hearing about one dog surviving. So
uh-huh.
if it's
Okay.
the only animal, it's probably 3 dogs.
I'll be right back.
And the first class of the people who got out, right?
Right.
And because the first class got out, those women with their dogs,
They had lap dogs, little lap
they
dogs.
had lap dogs.
Would have
yeah.
been allowed
They
onto
shoved
the.
it in the cleavage of their.
They probably
I'm
didn't
gonna
have
stop
boy
the
boys
share.
or anything.
Susan, are you still here? Here you are.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea? I have been having conversations with Zoom. Whenever I share my screen, the group disappears. Do you have any idea why that could have happened? I've never had this happen before, and it's happening just now. While I was sharing my screen, I couldn't see any of you. It was just a blank screen.
So it's usually like a little sliver of us, like off to the side.
No, I have 2 screens. I have 2 monitors.
Oh.
One monitor has the people, and the other monitor has my shared, my PowerPoint or my shared screen.
I would restart your computer because that's not a. I mean,
It's
I can
not
do that
to
too.
rest the computer. This is the 3rd time it's happened.
But you said it just happened.
Did we
today?
have a countdown?
No, it happened
I
again
never saw
today.
the countdown.
I thought maybe if time passed and I restarted the computer, but I've done that again, and I just did it, and the same thing
Can
happened.
you use 2 screens normally, comfortably?
I always use 2 screens, and I always put, when I'm teaching a class, I keep the class on one screen and my PowerPoint that I'm showing them on the other. And what happens is the screen with the group, the gallery view, everything disappears except the bar in the bottom with all of the, the share screen and all the things to do. Everything else is just a blank screen. And I've told,
I don't mean to interrupt, but
I've told Zoom, I had a meeting with one of the people on Zoom on her Zoom account where she saw it and couldn't figure it out and said we needed to go to the technical person.
No idea.
And the technical person wanted me to take a screenshot. And I wrote back and said, all I can show you is a blank screen. The problem is it disappears.
No idea. Maybe it'll. I think.
I don't mean to interrupt, but did we have a countdown? Because I don't see a countdown anywhere.
I don't know how to do countdown.
Oh, you're supposed to hit close all rooms.
Close all rooms, yeah.
Close all what?
Just hit close all rooms.
Wait a minute.
Under
No.
participants, right?
Okay, breakout rooms. Okay, so close all rooms and then what?
Hit close all rooms and it'll say, "Are you sure?" And you say, "Yeah, yeah."
Close all rooms. Okay, for 120 seconds. Okay, that's what it's going to do. Okay, thank you.
There it goes.
There you go.
Okay.
I just didn't see the little countdown, so I just thought maybe you wanted.
Good for you,
wanted
Carolyn.
that.
I don't know what I'm
Carolyn,
doing.
yeah.
That's what
That was good, Carolyn.
It's the only thing that's happened. Okay, thank you.
I'm not sure already hit. Usually when they do the countdown, I don't see it. It's usually on a screen because these little breakout room screens and the chat screens, as soon as I click off, they're gone. I have to keep opening them all the time.
Okay, so now it's counting down 90, 89, 88. And then there's a button that says leave breakout room.
So you can leave it if you want and go to the main screen.
Or
You'll
we'll go
be
back by
awesome.
itself. It'll kick us all out and put us all back as soon as 73 seconds are over.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So I got some good feedback today, Susan.
Did you on your Ollie thing?
Yeah, I mean, I only had to give like a couple minute, overview of the introduction. The lecture is the introduction to the workshop, just for the background information for critical thinking reviews, blah, 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 and all that. So I had quite a few people come up to me afterwards and said that they want to sign up and they were interested, and
wonderful.
that made me feel good. And one of them is a professor that I really like. I love taking his classes. He's a former diplomat. So he talks a lot about, the political landscape and stuff. So it was just kind of neat because it ties into, people yelling at each other.
Is this going to be in person or is this going to be on Zoom?
The lecture will be on Zoom and the workshop will be in person. It's going to be more hands-on this time. So that's why I wanted to do the lecture first. Yeah.
This was exciting.
So, yeah.
Very
in the
exciting.
last 9 seconds, Susan, let me tell you, I'm going to send you a message later about
My psychic abilities are telling me that recording is in progress.
Oh, thank you, Vincent. I get so confused if you don't do that. All right, Wendy, that was fun. It was different. I like it. It's just a variety. You guys remember that. You don't have to put together a category that has everything in common. They can all be miscellaneous stuff that you found that's used from the past. I've done it. It's kind of fun. All right, Wendy, go for our answers.
You're muted, Wendy.
Thank you. Okay. I have basically just I'm interested in trivia, or I wouldn't be here, right?
Oh, you're here for us. What are you talking about?
Okay, so I'll put the answer. Wait a minute. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, command.
You and me both.
Okay.
Sometimes what
So
people do
the first one, true or false? Major League Baseball umpires are required to wear black underwear. It's true, in case they split their pants.
Oh my goodness.
They
thought that out.
You did not need to know.
What if they're women? That's because they don't want to show. No.
I mean, all that squatting, they're bound to split their pants. Come on.
Why don't they make pants that are in good shape for?
Do they specify if they're boxers or not?
They didn't specify, no.
I'm pretty sure they're G-strings, Rob.
Okay, and then I put the link so that you can go and follow up if you are so inclined.
Is there pictures of really handsome referees with their pants split?
It's not magic Mormon underwear.
You have to turn off
Just
things.
black underwear.
Safe for.
So
real
the white-faced capuchin monkeys greet each other by sticking their fingers where is it? Up each other's noses.
Oh, cool.
Just like raccoons.
It's like you just walk up to your friend
And if they're
go,
not
"Oh,
friends,
how you doing?"
if they're not friends, they stick them up their butts, then their noses.
Oh, jeez.
Is that what Putin did?
And the reference is a YouTube
Trump?
video, so
Yeah.
it must be true.
Okay.
No,
so-
but Trump's hands are too small, so he couldn't do it.
Let's see.
All right. So this one was just very silly.
Is there pictures of the cube-shaped poop?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
It's
disappoint.
the
you.
dice that they use.
It's
in
the wombat.
Richard's dice.
Wombat.
wasn't-
Somebody got it on our team. They remembered that from
wasn't
Karen's.
SquareBob Square. It wasn't SpongeBob SquarePants.
SpongeBob
glad
SquarePants.
No, you have to say it like this. SpongeBob SquarePants.
Okay, I
SpongeBob
heard
SquarePants.
Wendy, be sure to
SpongeBob
get the
Tube
latter,
Pants.
because that's all we
B.
wrote
B
down.
is in boy.
SpongeBob pooped in the shape of Krusty Burger or Krusty Krab patties.
He never showed his poop.
Okay, let me see if I can copy this. What's kind of interesting, I heard a little bit of questioning and discussion about it.
That's the best part of doing a category. is
SpongeBob
listening to everybody.
SquarePants.
The first food eaten by humans in space. A, vanilla pudding, B, applesauce, C, M&Ms. Everybody thinks M&Ms. That's what I thought when I read this question.
Oh, I thought it was applesauce.
I just want to mention, I was sticking to the meat, just saying.
I think
Curate
it's
meat in a
disgusting.
tube. And the story goes from Discover magazine. In 1961, Yuri Gagarin, you guys are all too young to remember that name, but it's resonates for me. Gagarin's one of the criteria was that the food not have crumbs, because crumbs would float in space and would be hard to put back in whatever container they were in. So Gagarin's crumb-free meal featured 2 portions of pureed meat stored neatly in toothpaste tube-like containers. To eat it, he simply squeezed the food directly into his mouth. That's what I do with Scope every day. And for dessert, the mission planners were kind enough to include a tube of chocolate sauce. The following
chocolate
year,
cake.
Did he drink Tang?
No.
Yeah.
The following year, American astronaut John Glenn got applesauce.
Oh, so I wasn't totally off.
Yeah.
I'm
was wrong,
sorry,
but
Carolyn.
logical.
I'm sorry. I visioned M&Ms.
No,
You throw me off the team.
Did you forget that the first person would have been a Russian, and there's no freaking way they would have used an American product like that?
Yeah, and they would have been maybe WWs, and upside down.
Yeah.
50-50 chance they weren't M&Ms.
Or
Is it-
TWs or
They stood for wombat.
Yeah. Isn't why did the blonde get fired from her quality control job at M&M's?
Yep, she rejected the W&Ws.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Wendy. Take
Okay, it
control.
says, it says number 1, but it's really number 5. The country with the most pyramids is A, Mexico, B,
Oh.
C, Sudan, or
Oh,
D,
no, it is C.
Peru. And the
Jeez.
answer is Sudan. Sudan has
Oh, wow.
40.
Gee, I was half thinking that.
5.
Oh my God.
And then,
Never would have picked
Sorry,
that.
team.
yeah, my research
Really?
says
Mine knew
pyramids
that.
are freaking everywhere, including Asia, Europe, and the New World.
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
Jim.
there's-
I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
In
we went with
Africa,
the other
But
one.
I agreed with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I had some vague notion that Sudan had been influenced by Egypt and then did even more.
Copy and B. Okay, why is this like this? Oh, I see what's going on. It exceeded the size of the file that it can do. All right, I'm gonna do this in 2. I'm gonna try to do this in 2.
Oh, you need to put it in 2 chats.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chat
By
is.
the way, this thing
chat
about the
is
numbers
limited.
suggests that everybody should do their thing in Notepad, or at least
You
something
think?
that doesn't mess up the numbering.
No, but I don't think that's the issue. It's that there's a limit to how much can
Yeah,
go
there's
into
a-
the chat.
That's
when
Yeah,
chat
but the
box.
numbers,
Well, she's trying to put the question back in again.
Damn it.
Okay, so,
I-
all right.
I could have sworn it was the other one.
The official state gem of Washington is petrified wood.
Oh,
And
sorry.
Nice.
there's whole explanation about the wood, and it says the geological
team.
history of Washington has encompassed many great changes, one of them being the many lava flows from volcanic fissures. Centuries ago, the interior of Washington was swampy and mild, with many trees such as cypress, oak, elm, and ginkgo growing in wet areas. Layers of logs were preserved with each new lava flow, and as the layers grew deeper, many of the logs became waterlogged and lay protected in deep water. Over time, water continued to seep through the lava and permeate the wood with silica. Eventually, the wood fiber was completely replaced by silica, thus petrifying many logs. The petrified wood is perfect in form and detail to the original wood. In 1975, petrified wood was adopted as the state gem. The best place to see petrified wood is the Ginkgo Petrified Forest State Park in Vantage.
Carolyn, it wasn't your fault. I was sure it was emerald.
Yeah, me
Oh, well.
too. Me too.
Useless trivia is fun, huh?
Given that it's the evergreen
Emerald
state.
State, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Okay, well, this will blow your mind
Yes,
about French
the Ginkgo
poodles.
Petrified Forest. Huh. All right.
Okay, this ought to work. All right, French poodles are actually from Germany.
Yeah,
They're-
I was right on that one.
Standard poodles originated in
We are
Germany.
so good at talking ourselves out of stuff.
Although it is a national,
I'm so good at talking everybody else out of stuff I really don't know.
although it is the national dog of France, the poodle actually originated in Germany. The breed name comes from the German word puddle or puddlen, which means to splash in the water. So that changed everything if I start thinking about poodles as being puddles. In France, the breed is called caniche, which is French for duck dog.
Thus the joke about the joke about us raining cats and dogs, and I step in a poodle.
Oh. Okay.
That's pretty
so
good.
I had a whole thing about platypuses for a while. True or false? The platypus is the only mammal lacking a stomach. And the answer is false. All of the monotremes or egg-laying mammals, such as the platypus and echidna, also lost their stomachs during the course of evolution. I used to work at the LA Zoo, and we got koalas from Australia. And so everybody working in the zoo had to learn all about these unusual animals that evolved in different environment. And so I was kind of interested in the platypus and
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait. Okay, I'm confused.
Okay, so it's false because there are other animals that have lost their.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's
we got it
true that
right
they
for the
have
wrong
no
reason.
stomach, but it's false
Got
that
it.
they're the only
Got it. I'm
animal.
sorry. I'm tired. My brain is tired. That's fine. I
That's
got it now.
understandable.
What was the answer?
So it's false.
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 Yeah. Okay, so this is the Google one.
So does that mean other marsupials specifically?
No,
have
monotreme.
Stomachs?
Monotremes.
Ooh.
I'm too tired to try to go into like that whole explanation.
biology. That's
No,
okay.
please
That's
don't.
okay.
We're okay.
That's good.
That's
It's fine.
okay.
We're
You're
good.
fine.
The very few egg-laying mammals.
Right.
Otherwise, the whole people will erupt in conversation of 5 or 6 different conversations.
Okay.
Well,
I
the
know
fact
you
that
will.
there's any mammals that lay eggs is pretty weird.
Well, initially we're eggs.
Not when we became mammals, we weren't.
Well,
Okay, this is another one of those
We
two-part.
just don't come out of the mother's body before.
The thing is, they're not
Exactly.
laid. That's the point.
That's true.
Wendy's turn.
Okay, so Google was almost called another name. What was Google initially called in 1996? And the choices I put were everything, Willow, guess what, question mark, or back rub. And this was an article in Business Insider. And according to Stanford's David Kohler and Google's own website, Page and Brin's 1996 foray into the world of search engines was initially called back rub. How unlikely, huh? The name Google actually came from a graduate student at Stanford named Sean Anderson, Kohler writes. Anderson suggested the word Googleplex during a brainstorming session, and Page countered with a shorter Google. Google is the digit 1 followed by 100 zeros. Well, Googleplex is 1 followed by Google's zeros. These numbers, I can't even I have to go out and breathe a little to think about it. Anderson checked to see if that domain name was taken, but accidentally searched for Google, spelled the way we're used to it, google.com, instead of Google, the other way with the G-O.
Oh, good thing.
Yeah. Page liked that name even better and registered the domain name for Brennan himself on September 15th, 1997.
Wait, that late. Wow. It's like, what did we do before Google? I have no idea.
Netscape.
Time flies when you're having fun on the internet.
Netscape.
So, okay.
Netscape wasn't a search engine, Alta Vista.
Ah, right. Wait, what was
Okay.
Netscape then? I remember using Netscape.
Netscape was a browser.
What about
It came after
Yahoo?
Wendy's
Mosaic.
turn.
Jeeves, though.
Wendy
What
is
about
speaking here.
ASCII?
Wendy.
Trying to rush through this for Susan.
Well, you
Come on,
have
10,
to speak
10.
up because they'll take over.
You
Mute
can't take over,
everybody.
it's my turn. Okay, so, and
Reclaiming
then
my
this is
time.
another one of these, like, 2-part. Like it's not, I don't have enough space for the amount of letters I use, and I should have remembered this. It seems to me that happened last time. I had a category
Wordy categories.
For the answers, Wendy, you can just paste the question number in the answers.
Yeah,
We
you don't
probably
have
don't
to
need
put
the
the
question
question
again.
again.
That'll help save you some words.
I don't even
Yeah.
know what you're talking about.
So you're putting the question. You
Yeah.
can just put the answer. You don't have to put the question part.
Code.
But you're on the last one, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, and then
Number 10, that was the one about the Titanic, right?
yeah. Okay. And so some of you got this right. And I overheard, I was eavesdropping on your groups. And so what animals survived the sinking of the Titanic? And it was 3 dogs. And this was from the liverpoolmuseums.org UK. And it was called Stories Titanic Dogs. And then, quote, 3 small dogs, 2 Pomeranians and a Pekingese, survived the Titanic disaster, cradled in their owner's arms as they climbed into lifeboats. Miss Margaret Hayes, age 24. Can't you see this now? This young woman boarded the Titanic at Cherbourg and was traveling home with 2 friends to New York with her Pomeranian called Lady. After the collision, they put life jackets on and waited to get into a lifeboat. Margaret had Lady wrapped in a blanket. Fellow American James Clinch Smith spotted the dog and joked, "Oh, I suppose we ought to put the life preserver on the little doggy too." Smith was among more than 1,500 people who died in the sinking. Ms. Elizabeth Barrett
Well,
Rothschild.
they weren't Titanic dogs.
Ms. Elizabeth Barrett Rothschild, age 54, also saved her Pomeranian, whose name is unknown, when she escaped in a lifeboat. When the rescue ship Carpathia drew alongside, the crew at first declined to take the pom-pom on board. Elizabeth retorted that she would stay put unless the dog came with her. She was hoisted aboard, clutching her pet, which later died in a fight with another dog in New York. Elizabeth's wealthy husband, Martin, was among those lost on the disaster. The 3rd dog survivor was Sun Yat-sen, a Pekingese named after the first president of the Republic of China, founded on January 1st, 1912. He escaped in a lifeboat with his owner, Henry Sleeper Harper, a publisher, his wife, Myra, and 2 servants. So, I mean, like, who doesn't love the Titanic?
Okay. I'm a little bit confused. What was the answer to 9? The letter.
Back rub.
Just give the letter.
D.
Back rub. It was
Okay,
called back rub.
thank you. D.
And I didn't know that, so.
All right. That was
It's a
fun,
great
Wendy.
story. I mean, it's
I'm
kind
not
of
a
terrible when you
Titanic
consider
fan.
all the people who died.
Yeah, I'm not into it too much.
But
To me, it's like a bunch of rich people.
oh, there were
No, most of
there
the
was
people who
lower
died were not
class
rich people.
people
Yeah,
who
the
died were
staff.
not
The
rich.
whole
The
story
people
of
who
that.
survived were wealthy.
Yeah.
But
Or scores.
yeah,
Two
that part
scores.
of it,
That's what's so
yeah, that was
sad
the
about
first
it.
class passengers.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
So, raccoon COVID sucks.
Did we not get 10?
I don't know. I wasn't in your room. What do
We
you
got
guys got?
10.
Oh,
What's the
Really?
score?
You got 10? You got all 10 of them?
everyone, wow.
10?
That's
Okay.
impressive.
That's embarrassing.
Raccoon eyes.
Think we
Uh,
got 5.
Okay.
That looks like a raccoon paw.
What is where's what? Okay. Why is Elon Musk interviewing a drunk Sylvester the cat?
I count 4.
I don't know. Is that my team?
Yeah.
That's 4. We did get 4.
Okay. Kumalala, come waltz with me. Kumalala.
Kamala, Kamala,
Kamala.
Kamala, Kamala.
We got 8.
And Kamala, Melania, Marla. Only one guy can't tell them apart.
We had 4.
Oh, 6.2 is your average, Wendy. Not bad.
Good, Wendy. That's makes Susan happy.
From 4. Oh, here's Caspian and Jamie, and they would have liked that category. Good job, Wendy.
I had fun. Thank you
Okay.
for
It was
playing.
good.
So that means that I got to put Caspian and Jamie on. I'm going to put them on 3. Okay.
Carolyn probably isn't going to stay, and we also had a 4.
So Jim, do you stay all night?
Jim doesn't stay.
No.
Yeah, I don't, Jim usually leaves.
Yeah.
Well, Lee will be here pretty soon.
Oh,
I'm pretty
So-
sure. All
so-
right.
So
Good
Kat's
job.
not wearing her crown. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Yeah.
Wendy.
I'm
Celia,
wearing-
you're
Go
up.
fetch
Wendy,
one
if
if
you
you
need
need. That
me
was
to.
fun. Sorry, we didn't do
yeah.
better.
I'm wearing my birthday crown, which I got from the dentist
Woo! Let me fetch
on
it.
my
It's just,
birthday.
Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I came back from a vacation, and at that time, Susan was begging for people for the next week. And Karen suggested I do one related to my trip. So I did, and then I was unable to make it last week. But I did know there was going to be a surplus this week. So I'm not claiming this is the greatest or most exciting or most difficult, but here we go.
All right.
It is related to my trip. It is BC, British Columbia, not before Christ.
That's good.
Yeah, I got a good title anyway. Okay, so these are going to be 10 random facts about the Canadian province of British Columbia. So Canadians might have a little edge this time for once.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
They're
Eh?
awfully
You live in British
provincial.
Columbia, do you? Anyone here from British Columbia? Any of the Canadians here? No?
Adrian lived in BC for a little while, but
Yeah.
she's not with us.
I've been there.
Well, it's a
I've been
beautiful
there.
place.
I tanned my fanny on Wreck Beach.
Woohoo!
It's a beautiful place. I
Scandalous
highly
laugh.
recommend it. All right, so this question. One, I wrote out because of the word. What is British Columbia's population according to the 2021 Canadian census and plus or minus 100,000?
You're kidding.
I gave you plus or minus 100,000. All right, so maybe it's not easy. I don't know. I never know, when I do these. Is this easy? Is this hard?
I like that she's writing the word.
I got so frustrated with that was my solution to Word. They just do that with numbers, so I just wrote the number out. So once you've come up with that population, therefore it makes, according to that same 2021 Canadian census, British Columbia is Canada's what most populous province? So you have 10 choices. Oh, and the phone would ring right now. Sweetie, could you get the phone?
The phone? People's phone? You have a phone?
I have a landline, yeah.
What? Why?
Here it is. Could you get it? And if it's mom, tell her I'll call her.
What's that?
things go.
Really?
Landline.
I
I've heard of those. A landline is very important. You should write to your
And an
utilities
answering machine.
commission because
Yes.
when the electricity is down, a landline will work.
And when you lose your
Yeah, I'll tell
phone,
her I'll
you
call
can
her
use the
back.
landline to ring it to find it.
I'll call her right back and
That's
like
true.
2 minutes.
She said she gonna call you.
I've done that too,
Okay,
Gail.
sorry, let me get the next one in here. Okay, so still along the population end of things. Let's see. Vancouver is British Columbia's largest city. Victoria is British Columbia's second largest city. What city is third largest?
Boy, I love it when my team is gonna go, all right, give us the answers.
You're in charge, Vincent. You
I
and Jim
guess
and Kat.
so. I don't know. It's
Okay. Whoops, sorry, I thought it copied and it didn't. I have to go back for a second.
Oh, gee.
Come on, copy.
Maybe I should shut up while I'm muttering possible answers.
Yeah, probably, unless I'm on your team.
Yeah, right. Don't give away.
I got booted out of Zoom, Susan. I need the host things back.
Oh, sorry. For some reason it doesn't want to copy number 4. Come on. Sorry. I'm trying to rush this along. Let me try again here. Come on, number 4. It's not even that long. Okay. Whoops. Where happened Okay, I'll get one more try and then I'll just retype it because it's not that long. Oh, I know what's happened to me. I lost the chat in between here. Okay, that's what's happening to me.
Leave out the number and we'll just use magic marker on the screen.
Yay. Okay. Number 4. English is the most common native language in British Columbia. Which language is the second most common native language spoken in British Columbia? And the fact that it's a person's native tongue, mother tongue, is important.
that question is confusing to us Canadians. When you
So
say native language, you're
what
thinking
is the most common language that those who live in British Columbia grew up speaking first? Not a learned language, not a second language, their native tongue.
And you don't mean languages spoken by the native people of the
Correct. Sorry. Yes, absolutely. I thought about that when I wrote that. Yeah, I don't mean a First Nation language.
Yes.
I mean, all the population in Canada, most of them, the first, their native language is English, which is second.
Right.
I should say a majority, their native language is English, which would be second of the native. Oh gosh, what is going with my copy and paste here? Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna write at this point. Which language is third? I mean, yeah, the third native language. So English is first, another one is second, and then third. Oh gosh, it still didn't come out, right? Which language is third? That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me try this again. Okay, so that's 5. So, 6. Oh, you might have fun with this one. What percentage of the British Columbia population identify as irreligious? Oh, and it didn't get copied, but I had a plus or minus 5% on that. Okay, number 7 has more words, so hopefully the copy and paste is going to work okay. Okay, number 7. Which of the following individuals was not born in British Columbia? A, Dean Butler, B, Seth Rogen, C, Pamela Anderson, D, Joni Mitchell, and E, Donald Sutherland. Oh boy, if you like the one on population, you're really going to hate this one. Okay, number 8. British Columbia has how many miles of coastland?
God.
Plus or minus 5.
Let me
plus
count.
or minus 500 miles.
1,
and it's
2.
miles, not kilometerage.
Yeah, why isn't it kilometers? Like,
Because we're in America, man. We're
I'm
in the
not.
United States of America. We could do anything we want.
Well, to be fair,
85,000 banana links.
to be fair, the Wikipedia I found that on did have it in both. And I thought, well, the Canadians have the advantage otherwise on this category.
That's true. And us Americans aren't so good at math stuff. So.
Okay, we're going to put the mileage on this one.
To shorten kilometers, people would say clicks. How many clicks?
All right. They do that,
Plus
they
or
do that
minus
in
500 clicks.
the UK also. I've
I
heard.
hadn't heard that actually.
I've heard it
Well,
on Red Dwarf.
I've heard that started in sort of military
Right,
situation.
Caspian. It's a Red Dwarf term.
It's a many things thing.
I've never heard it except on Red Dwarf. How many clicks?
And I will say the coastlines does include around all the islands, but you knew that. Number 9, how many colors are on the provincial flag of British Columbia? And then 10 is related. When was this provincial flag officially adopted? Okay, any questions?
Oh, dear Lord.
The wording? I mean, yes, there are 10 questions, but I mean, on what the questions mean or what I'm looking for.
Is there a plus or minus on 10?
Oh, I had it on my
plus or minus an hour.
Yeah, I did have it, and let's just say plus or minus 5 years, and then I didn't get typed onto my Word document. Yeah, plus or minus 10 years on 10, and then let's see. Number 1 was plus or minus 100,000 people for the population. And then I think there was one more that had a plus or minus on it. Oh yeah, the percentage that was irreligious.
8 has plus or minus 500. And 6 has plus or minus 5%.
Yes.
And you said plus or minus 5, and then you said plus or minus 10 on 10. So which is it?
Oh, no, 5.
Oh, is it 5 years?
Yes. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm sorry, I must have
Yeah, she said 10. Okay.
Because it was number 10. Number 10 has plus or minus 5 years.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Thanks for asking me to clarify that. Better to ask now than after I've revealed the answer. That's a bummer.
Right.
Yeah, number
Okay,
one should be
finish our
plus or
rooms.
minus one.
That would be really mean.
That would be very mean.
I don't think
Okay, and I
anybody
have the
does.
powers to send you to your room, correct?
Yes, you do.
Remind me how I do that. Where
Go
that
to
is.
breakout rooms.
Where's break? Oh, it's in more. That's where it is, right?
Yeah, it's in more if you have a small screen, and then it on the bottom right-hand corner it says open all rooms. And
Yeah.
you'll be able to
That's
close
more, that's
rooms
more or
that way.
less right.
Actually, I'm not seeing that.
More?
Huh. Well, I see the more,
Less.
but then the more
Breakout
comes up with
rooms. You want to go to
record,
breakout rooms.
docs, notes. I'm not seeing the breakout rooms.
Oh.
She have powers?
Oh, Kat from Canada is inviting you to join room 3.
Oh, you don't have your powers. Your powers were gone. Okay, now you
Okay, I need my powers, Susan. Please give
I gave you your powers. You got him. You can jump. Okay,
I
let me
don't
put
have
Rob
them
in
either,
his
Susan,
room
and I need to be in a room.
and Caspian and Jamie. Got it.
Okay, so where am
Go to
I?
room 2 or 3,
So it should be
4.
in the more again.
No,
Breakout
it's in
rooms.
breakout
Got it.
rooms.
Okay, good. So I can float around.
Have fun. Don't give any hints. Okay, who's
Yeah,
your
well,
token?
it's still
Who's
gonna
the
be a little
token?
bit,
Oh, it's
little bit of
Vincent.
guessing. Hello, Susan. I'm thinking something like 2 million for
2
number
million.
one, only because I think the
No,
population.
it's
That's
more
awful
than
small.
that. It's
Wait, what?
way more than that.
Well, I don't
Heck,
know how. No, hang on a
there's-
second. No,
There's
I'm
more
just
than
trying
that
to
in the
think
St.
about a
Louis
second.
metro region.
Yeah.
No, because how big is Vancouver? About 1 million, or is it bigger than that?
Bigger than that.
Vancouver?
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I don't know. It depends how big Vancouver. I know Victoria is not a huge city, and then all the rest of the cities, there are no particularly huge cities in the province. So I don't. I mean, what's the whole probably what's the whole population of the country is what 30 million, 30 some odd million.
Go a bit higher than that. It's like 41 million.
Is it really? Gee, it was 23 when I was there.
Yeah. No, it's close. It's close to 41 million.
All
And
right.
of course, most of the population is in Ontario.
Ontario and Quebec, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, what are you thinking then?
I'm thinking
Would it be up around 5?
5 million. Yeah.
I'd go with 5.
Here's
And-
6.
5 million.
It wouldn't go. And
Would
for number
go
2,
higher
the
than that.
third most populated after Ontario and Quebec, right?
Yeah.
Is this wait wait oh yeah something like that because but I don't know, is Alberta more populous than BC?
No.
I don't think so.
Because
No.
you've just got the two big cities.
That's it. Alberta
All
just
right.
has 2 large cities. That's it.
All right.
So wait. Before you go, it says Vancouver is BC's largest city. Victoria is BC's second largest city. What city
next
is third largest? It's within BC, not the whole rest of Canada.
We were discussing question 2. Not
Any chance? The only thing that
Oh.
comes to mind is Kamloops.
who?
No.
Oh, province.
Getting
Sorry.
your information
Yeah,
from the whole
Well, hey,
holy.
but I love the name. I love the name.
I
Come
know
on.
you love the name, but that's just not true. According to the 2021 Canadians, British Columbia is Canada's most
Third. It's the
third.
third.
Yeah, I would say third.
It's the third.
Third. Yeah.
What's the third largest city in BC?
Oh, that's what I was looking at. That's what I was thinking of. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What's the third largest city?
What's the third?
My guess is it's something I haven't heard of.
Are we talking number? Okay, that's what I was.
We're on
I
number
got the
3
numbers.
now. We just finished number 2.
Yeah.
All right, so that one, that's why that's why I was thinking Kamloops for.
I want to say Burnaby.
Burnaby?
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
Burnaby not, is that
Never heard
not
of it.
I thought that was like a part of Vancouver. Is it really different?
It is, but because there's West Vancouver, North Vancouver.
Are those all considered separate cities, or is that all like a metropolitan Vancouver?
Yeah, I think they're all metropolitan.
It'd be like
Well-
Toronto, the greater Toronto,
Well-
the GTA.
Yeah.
Whenever you talk about a greater metropolitan area, you're generally talking about satellite cities that are separate legal entities that are part of the general metro area, but they are distinct cities. Like in St. Louis, the St. Louis metropolitan region includes all sorts of cities that have nothing to do with the city of St. Louis.
Well, I don't know, because like the GTA, which is Toronto, is gobbled up a bunch of, well, of course, most of them are like boroughs and stuff. So maybe you're.
I want to stick with Burnaby.
I vote we
That
go
okay?
with
Okay, well,
I vote we go with the most current Canadian.
I'm voting for Kamloops because I like the name.
No.
All right.
I think
That
I
would
think that's
not
Fruit
be it.
Loops.
Yeah, no. English is the most common native language in BC. That's why the question number 4 was just it. Really,
Well, you know what came to mind for me. I don't know if it's changed any. It was either Chinese or Japanese.
it's Chinese.
Yeah.
I would say Chinese.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
From a spoken viewpoint, yeah, it's either Mandarin or Cantonese. Chinese is not actually a language.
Well, yeah, but I
There
doubt
you go.
I doubt we have to worry about that.
So Mandarin then?
I would just put Chinese. I don't think it matters because they're.
We're recording this. We said both.
Okay.
We'll debate it because I mean it's just they have such a big Chinese population and
I
they're
know,
probably
but
from everywhere.
In any country where they list spoken languages, Mandarinese and Cantonese are always broken out separately and not considered one language.
So Mandarin.
So
that is the more widely spoken of the two.
Okay, so Mandarin
All
is the
right,
answer.
fine. Well, either way, that comes under Chinese anyway. So if she says Chinese, that's right anyhow.
You can put Chinese parentheses Mandarin.
Okay. What is the third language? Would it be Japanese?
Tangerine.
Would it be Japanese or would it be French?
Wouldn't be French.
Okay, how about Spanish?
Wouldn't be Spanish.
Then it's Japanese.
Spanish. You could
Unless
say-
it's Cantonese. It might be Cantonese if we're going to break
Yeah,
out the
unless it's the other
Chineses.
Chinese language.
Yeah, we'll go with Cantonese.
Boy, there's that many Chinese there, huh?
Yes.
There are a lot. Yeah.
There's an immigration point, Canada. It's easier to get in there at that
Well,
time.
it's a shorter swim than
That's true.
All right. So what percentage of the population identify as irreligious? Plus or minus 5%.
Very
higher
high.
than
Well, what is it in California?
Well, in the United States, it's like
California. What is it in California?
probably like 25.
I would call it 25 then, because I always think of Vancouver as being really like this West Coast, just like much like in a lot of ways
Sure.
like California.
I think it's higher than that.
Could be,
How much
could
higher?
be, but it will be high.
Like 30%, 40%, 50%.
Well, you said the population is Chinese. So
it's like,
would they be considered irreligious?
Not necessarily.
yeah.
Well, they're not going to be necessarily.
That's a language spoken, but that doesn't mean they have that high a percentage of the population.
I would think it would be closer to like 60, 70%.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're a bunch of socialist commie pinkos in Canada anyway, so that would make sense.
Oh, whatever.
Well, so now they're godless socialist commie pinkos?
That's right.
So what do we want to put for that then?
Do you want to put 50%? And that would be what's the plus? Is there a plus minus?
Plus minus 5%.
So do you want to do 55?
50? 50 or
Do
55?
50 and then you got 45 to 55.
50%.
Okay, 50.
Okay, all right.
Who's Dean Butler?
Dean Butler. He was not born in BC.
Well, who is he though?
Dean Butler is
Guy. He's a
UK,
guy.
British. He's British.
What does he do?
All of these other ones are he's an actor.
Ah.
But yeah, Dean Butler. Yeah, he's British. So it would be A, Dean Butler. I think.
No idea.
Yeah.
All right, who's counting the coastland? Because we got 118 seconds. Too much arguing. How many colors are on the provincial flag of British Columbia? It's red, white, and blue, right? Like the British flag?
I think there's 3.
No. Hang on, because I'm trying to think that it's like the Union Jack, I think, isn't it? I count like red, blue, green, white, and black.
Okay, put that down. We got 91 seconds.
So 5.
Yeah, try that. I'll take the hit.
When was the flag officially adopted?
And is it possible? I think much like Ontario, because I think the flags are similar. Could it have become in 1967 when they officially? I think 67 was when we got the Maple Leaf flag. So the Union Jack was no longer the. We used to call it the Red Duster. The Union Jack.
When it officially became a province.
58 seconds. Somebody just give us a number.
Flag, though, but
that was like 1905.
Yeah, but the flag, because like
yeah,
the
Brett, how many
Ontario
miles
flag
of
was not the Ontario
coastland,
flag.
plus or minus 500 are there?
Okay. All right, Vincent. So when do you say?
480.
I don't know.
Okay, 480.
400.
Okay, you want to say
you
1900? No, do you want to say 1905?
I want to say 1905.
Carl?
The same as
I have no answer.
Okay, so that's the answer. Put that down.
Hey, that's what I put, 1905.
No, we're talking about the miles.
Susan.
Huh?
It was harder than I thought.
Well, they've been like dicking around with the.
Okay,
well,
what
I
did you put
don't
down?
know. Let's count how many. I'm like, come on.
Maybe it was this.
25,000 miles.
Did you put down the miles, Vincent?
25,000 miles.
25,000 miles. Do it.
Yeah,
quick.
put it down.
Hey, my
I'm
team.
gonna get fired. They're gonna throw me off the team soon.
I got the answer.
I'm gonna get voted out.
We're throwing you off the team following this round.
All right. After this round, I'm on another team.
These were really hard.
Yeah, there's a lot of number ones, and everybody.
We had 2 Canadians, and it was
The
hard.
people in our team are like, numbers. Oh my god, you get the numbers right.
Yeah, you wanted it to be hard, Susan. This is your fault.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, they were.
Go ahead, Celia. You're on mute.
Yeah. Celia, you're on mute.
Sorry.
There
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, now let me hope this copies and pastes again. Okay, the answers. Number 1, the British Columbia population is 5,879,000.
Okay.
So what was the range?
So it's pretty big.
Yeah.
What did I say?
100,000.
100,000, yeah.
Okay. So my 5 million thing is close enough.
Yeah.
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 Okay, and then being 5 million makes it the 3rd largest province. And it sounded like everybody got that one. It's
Yeah.
Ontario, then Quebec, then British Columbia.
Yeah. Like it's been 3rd for a heck
long
of a
time
long
now.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just growing, you know. people moving out
Out of
west.
the United States.
When you say that people are moving out west, that means people from Newfoundland are coming to the oil sands to work in Alberta.
Yeah. That's
Well, you know,
yeah.
well,
Except
there's
for the
that,
ones
but
that
there's
don't.
also just a lot of people come to British Columbia, a lot of Canadians that move to British Columbia because the weather's nice. And there was a lot of building going there, and I hadn't been for over 10 years. And oh boy, I noticed the difference.
Those are the people with
Yeah.
lots of money.
Okay, number 3. So speaking of which, we know that Vancouver's big and Victoria's big too. And then after that, it does drop. But the third largest city is
Oh,
Toronto.
I thought,
Kelowna.
How do you pronounce it? I've never been there.
I got the K right.
Kelowna.
I said Kamloops. I got the K.
Kamloops is number 4.
I thought Burnaby.
I got Burnaby too.
No,
You guys could be making up names of places to just.
No,
No, those are real names.
And
I'm
Kamloops is
surprised
number
Kamloops
4.
I got Shaktawana.
How about
Kamloops is over 100,000.
Kangaroo?
Really?
Burnaby's bigger than that.
What about Tiger Paw?
Because Burnaby
We
is
are
like,
not, we are not succeeding in making this faster, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, it's not getting you fast.
So again, this is according to the 2021 Canadian census. So you can take it up with them.
I will, because Burnaby is like a suburb of Vancouver. It's massive.
But Kamloops is a better name.
It's
And our next
Kelowna's a
question
pretty nice
is
name.
Alan keeps
question number
Okay,
4.
you guys, the languages, boy, that was some great conversations there. And this one,
All in English, I bet.
well, English was number 1. So just to come out there to say, the reason I kept stressing it being a native language is that it's not French. Yes, they all learn French in school. Yes, French is the second language of Canada, but in British Columbia, there was less than 5% of the population that grows up learning French. They learn it in school later. So a native language is English, and then I don't know if anybody got this one. The second popular native language is actually Punjabi. Isn't that something?
Oh, India. Yeah. India.
That is interesting.
That makes sense.
No,
That makes sense, yeah.
you guys were much
I think
more on
Romero was close. He mentioned there's a lot of Indians there.
I mentioned it, but we went with something
Punjabi. Yes, well, the other one, the other Asian one that I did hear you guys talk about, and was what I would have thought also was number 2, but it's actually number 3, and that is
Chinese.
Cantonese,
Mm-hmm.
and Mandarin is 4, but I will take Chinese.
Woo, she's
We
nice.
said Cantonese.
But as the third, not the second.
Third.
It's
Okay.
Punjabi. So if you
Yeah.
put Chinese for number 4, that is wrong. If you put Chinese under the for the 5th question, or Cantonese, Mandarin is the 4th. But yeah, I was walking around downtown Vancouver. There were quite a lot of signs, obviously the legal things, the post office and so on would have English and French, but just general, there were like signs just put up, like directional signs and things like that were English and Punjabi and Cantonese.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
sometimes Mandarin 4th.
Yeah, I have a friend of mine grew up in China, so she knows the written character thing, and she recently took a group tour in Japan. Now she knows nothing of the spoken language, but she could read a lot of the signs.
Even though they're in the Japanese characters?
Because the Japanese use a lot of the Chinese characters.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Very cool. See, you learn so much trivia.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Retaining it's the problem.
So the number 6, what was the population that considered themselves again in that 2021 census? And of all the religions down there, besides all the variations of Christianity and this and that. They also did have a lot of the Native or First Nation spirituality. They also had an option for Wickham. I mean, it was pretty generous of what you could consider yourself a spiritual person. And yet they still have, in American standards anyway, a very large irreligious population. And it is, according to that census, 52%.
Oh, wow.
It's majority non-religious. Even when you consider spiritual, this and Native
Interesting.
practices and
Huh.
What was your margin on this one?
5%.
Yeah.
So if you said
Wow.
50, yeah.
Well, I was
Right.
guessing at something like 30.
Yeah, that's what we guessed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no, that margin's not that big. Anyway, I thought that was really interesting too.
I knew it was high. People argued with me and I said, nope.
So what did you
higher
say?
than that. I was going to say 60 or 70%.
Oh,
we got it at 52%. So.
Oh, well, then you got it at 52? Really?
No, we got it at 50.
Oh, perfect.
But,
Okay,
but
good.
we're like, we got it within that 5%.
Yeah, no, you did really well.
Yeah.
Good deal. Okay. Well, then they're good that they did overwin you, because 60 would have been too much.
Yeah.
All right. So all those people are native British Columbians, except for Joni Mitchell, who was born in Alberta.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I'm pretty sure she moved to Saskatchewan when she was very young, like something like age 2.
But she did live in British Columbia. I think she still owns some property there.
I want to talk to you.
So,
Must have been a Chelsea morning.
I remember one time asking one of my trips up there about the Sunshine Coast. It's what they call the coastline north of Vancouver, and if it was really that much sunnier than the rest of the province. And this guy at the tourist office said, well, it's sunny enough for Joni Mitchell's pot plants. Oh, okay. So I guess she has a farm on the Sunshine Coast. Okay. Number 8, the coastline question. Okay, I acknowledge that was mean. And it's a lot. There are a lot of islands and it's really long.
And
From the coast
convoluted.
of Washington State to Yucatan province. It was
Oh, we were way off.
Call it 16.
Oh, wow.
Somebody said, oh, put 25,000. Wow, that
was
that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
almost 16,000 miles of coastline.
And that had a plus or minus of 500.
Not enough for us.
Oh, yeah.
I was only off by 10,000 miles.
All right.
How about doing what I did last time? If no one got it, then the closest person gets a point.
No, move on.
You're mean, Susan. Mean to me.
I know I am. But if she had made that rule ahead of time, that'd be different.
It's new, Susan.
It's new mean, Susan.
the raccoon Susan.
What round is this?
This is two. We'll have a
We're
break.
still taking too long. Let's go.
All right. Okay, so the colors on the flag, there are 4. There's the red, white, and blue of the British Union Jack, or whatever they call that. Plus there's yellow, which has they added a crown into the Union Jack, and below the Union Jack are blue wavy lines representing the ocean with the setting sun, which is the same yellow as the crown.
But you do have black on it.
I don't count if it's just the outline of something.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's black. You said what
Black
color
is not considered
black
a
has
color.
to include, it has to include
Where's the
black.
black?
Black is-
No,
there's
if
lines
it's
in
just
between.
an outline, no. If it were black, like it were black square or something, no. Yeah.
Black is not really a color. It's
But
the lack
not
of a-
around.
Yeah.
Heather is white.
Not
So
if
Yeah,
it's
white
just
and black are not
outlining the
colors.
crown.
So,
No.
so people who are black are not people of color?
It is Celia's decision.
Well,
I'm gonna
Celia's
say-
wrong. Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna say no to the black, because if it were actually like a color, like there were, you know, an animal or something that was black, or a shape or something that was black. But in the case of, you know, it's a yellow crown in the red, white, and blue, and so it's black
Well,
outline.
like on the maple leaf flag, they didn't bother putting a black outline, so there's no black on that. But there's black on that thing.
Well, black, again, black is not a
I
color.
dispute. I
The
dispute that
answer to
answer.
question 10 is
Yes, please.
And that flag, by the way, there were prior flags of the province, but that particular flag was adopted in 1960.
Oh,
Jesus, we lost
I'm
everything.
sorry, Ellen.
What was the
That's
vote?
why I went from
Plus or minus
70 to
5 on that
65
one.
to cover that 5+ years.
So 65
We got
is within the margin of error.
Yes, we got it right now.
65 is. Good
Okay.
job.
I'm going to want to go back to British Columbia. It was beautiful when I went there, but I
It
was
is
in 2007.
gorgeous.
All right, let's do our
Scores.
chats. Thank you so
Scores.
much, Celia.
Yes, and my background picture is in British Columbia.
Okay, so team number 1, Kamala, Melania, Marla. Only one guy can't tell them apart.
2.
2. That's good and hard.
We got
That's what she
6.
said.
6. We got 6.
I heard 2.
No, this next one. I'm going faster.
No, but I'm calling it out. Why is Elon
Wait a
Musk interviewing a drunk Sylvester the cat?
6.
All right.
Wait, I'm in group 2. We did better than that on the first round. Oh, no, that's the wrong group. Sorry. Go
Raccoon
on.
eyes.
5.
All right. And Kamala, come waltz with me.
4.
Ooh. And Raccoon COVID sucks.
6.
Damn.
It was a
4.6.
hard
That's
one.
good. That's
It was
really
a hard
good.
one.
Good.
Okay, we'll
good
take a
call.
break and we got announcements. All right, round
We got to
3.
take our picture. I'm
No,
done, Kevin.
I have to call my mom back. She called on the landline.
Okay. Karen,
When I was
Caspian,
presenting.
Jamie. Caspian, Jamie.
Kevin, you disappeared.
There we are.
I think we should have got an extra point because Burnaby did have a population bigger than Kelowna.
Okay, here we go. Ready?
Smile while you're complaining.
There's the top of Jamie's head. All right. Everybody smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 5 minutes.
Yay! I get to go enjoy the storm.
5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
We're back.
You have a storm?
Yeah, it just kicked up in the last round.
Like rain?
Yeah.
I had to turn my windshield wipers on when I drove to the gym today.
Oh, I wish I had rain.
I was surprised.
We'd have to
We don't have rain here.
water.
Okay. Well, good night.
Good night, Jim.
Good night, Jim.
It's car week. I didn't realize it was car week. I
Thank
just
you,
saw
Jim.
I just saw Robin's post last night. We saw a whole bunch of cars at all these wild cars at Gianni's, and it didn't
Yeah,
even dawn on me.
it's usually hell. This week hasn't been that terrible, but
It's just getting kicked in now.
Well, it's only
The
Thursday.
Concours d'Elegance.
What happened at Gianni's?
We went to Gianni's and there was all these little tiny cars, there was a Alfa Romero and all these different kinds of cars. And it just didn't dawn on me why there were so many really nice cars. It's car week. It's not the Concorde, is it?
the concourse is at the end of car week.
Okay. So that's a segment of the car week.
Yes.
Got it.
Hey, as soon as we come back from break, I'm going to rush right into it. Go right to your rooms.
Ooh.
We
Well,
can, I don't need to
do
discuss
our
it.
quick announcements, but okay. I'll
Yeah,
be right back.
do all that stuff. I'm saying when it's time, I don't have to go and play it. You can play it in your rooms.
Okay.
We'll save a little bit of time.
Your house, and we'll go up to together, in which case, let's see. Let's see, 11.
Leonard, are you all better from from being sick.
Except for a lingering cough.
Yeah, I got a little bit of a cough too.
I think you guys got
So
it from a
was-
raccoon.
So was there anyone there that day that didn't get COVID?
Yes.
I did not,
Jamie
and
and I
I
didn't.
I did not, and I spent time with Susan quite a bit and went
Right.
to have meals with her right across the table and stuff.
Yep. How about Caspian and Jamie?
They did not,
They did not. All right.
nor did Michelle, the student
I
of
wonder
Mark's who came.
I wonder who brought it in.
It's
The raccoons.
to try to figure that
So
out.
it's obvious. Obviously, it was the
raccoon.
raccoon. Yeah. I mean,
Um,
what other possibility is there?
well, Paula and I came up from Los Angeles, and I mean, could have been either
No,
of
the
us.
raccoon makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it does.
It could have been anybody, including the hospice nurse.
True.
Or Susan from hanging out in the hospital.
Yep. There's no way to know. No possible way to allocate blame.
Well, even if you knew though, you don't know till 5 days later. So sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
So someone could have been carrying it and I had no clue.
Yep.
And
It
Paula
could have been
remembered
someone that was asymptomatic.
Yeah. Paula was remembering something about me that I didn't even remember, was that I was complaining about having a sore throat on the way back. And I don't remember feeling sick. In fact, once we got out of Monterey, it was very warm. We stopped at a beach park and so I could put on shorts. So I was wearing jeans.
Now, if you guys end up with rabies, I'm going to blame the raccoon.
Yeah. No, that was all Mark's fault.
It was a raccoon.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That did not look like a rabid raccoon. Thank
I
goodness.
don't know how you didn't get sick, Leonard,
From the raccoon?
from wherever it came from.
Well, no, I did get COVID.
Oh, that's right, you did.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Now it makes sense. Caspian
Yep.
and Jamie didn't get it. Neither did Michelle. She tested and she didn't get it. And Jay didn't get it.
Yeah,
Is
Jay was
everybody
there the day before I
vaccinated
was.
and recently vaccinated?
And Brian and Karen, I forgot to tell them to test, and I can't believe it. Whenever I was telling everybody, I forgot to tell them, but they said that they didn't get it.
Good.
No, pretty cat.
Yeah, they were there the day before. All right, so everybody back?
Yeah, you got a kitten behind you.
Oh, I asked him where he was. I reheated a piece of pizza, so now that's where he is. He wants to eat the rest of it. Who's got anything? Kyle's not here. There he is.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is.
Kyle, what you got?
Yeah. This week on Data Skeptic, we're talking about biodiversity monitoring. I interview a researcher who estimates the density of different species in different areas, or at least they have a mathematical model for how to do that. So we get all into the details of that this week on Data Skeptic.
Sweet. Very good. Maybe I'll catch up on stuff. I'm either going to catch up on all my podcasts or I'm going to fall way behind because I'm going to Seattle tomorrow.
Give the baby some pizza.
Everybody's seen that the new Skeptical Inquirer is coming out.
Yay, I can't wait till it's here.
It's going to be amazing. And then Adrian's got the main thing. I've got a little 1-page article. And I just heard from Stephen Huff yesterday. He wants me to write 700 words about Mark Edward for the next issue. So I'm like, okay. He says you can even rewrite something you've already written. So he liked, I think he liked the Facebook post I made. So I think I'm going to try to work on that because otherwise, Rob's not here. He's usually got something.
I'm here. Why am I not here?
There's she. Where are you?
I'm sitting
there
in
you
New
are.
Jersey.
You moved. You weren't in that spot before.
Uh-huh.
How dare you move?
I'm going to have an article in Free Inquiry magazine in the autumn.
Mm-hmm. After this, the next issue after.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a preview.
You did?
Well, you sent it to me, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, I did. I was thinking like the paper magazine. How did you get that?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, Rob, what do you got?
I got nothing because they're being really slow putting anything on the web for some reason for CFI.
But you will have something in the
They've
next-
not published anything in an entire week, and they have 3 of mine in the queue to promote SciCon.
So coming
So
up
I don't know
soon.
what's going on. I have Andrea Love, Dan Simons, Caulfield, and Forrest Valkai all waiting to be published.
Wow.
Rob, when you go, before you do Valkai,
I did Valkai.
Oh, you've done it already. Okay. He was just a guest on the Atheist.
I know we talked about that. No, it's
good.
SGU, you mean, right?
No, SGU was there. That was just that. But just today, I saw one where he was a guest on the Atheist something or other on YouTube.
Oh, he's
The whole
on
thing
that
was interviewing him about him and about his life.
Okay, well, yeah, too late. But was it the Thinking Atheist?
No, not this week.
Beth
No.
Andrews interviewed Coleman once.
Coleman, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know who.
That was
Well,
really good. Lots of stuff in
Adrian
there
is
about red
off,
filling.
Yeah, so he had a good experience on the SGU, so he talked them up for a couple of minutes actually. So that made the interview. So.
Well, the topic was his theme about being a science teacher, and that's what they talked. They talked about atheism a little bit, but they mostly talked about him teaching science and how he taught science.
So everybody's heard the SGU. I heard the clip where they talked about Mark. They did a nice job. He also, what he did is he read part of what I wrote, and that was very sweet.
Yeah, Evan did that.
Yeah, that was very nice of him. And he had reached out and gave me condolences. So it was very nice of him.
While Adrian is in Iceland,
Skeptic
I
Zone?
read the newsletter, and Mark is also getting a mention this week in the.
He got a nice mention last time.
He did, and we reference it.
Oh man,
so you
that was a
know.
really nice. I read out my post. That was sweet, and Adrian's was really sweet.
Yeah.
Gosh,
Yeah.
all the time is blending to me. I forgot that was like only a few days ago.
Well, I get to read the newsletter with my stupid smoke voice.
Oh,
and
it's gonna be sexy.
Oh.
It's gonna be husky. It's like, hey,
husky. It's me,
Here's the
Kat.
newsletter.
From Canada.
Edmonton, the smoke must be worse than Calgary then?
Oh, for sure. It's coming from the north, huh?
Oh.
We've been at 11 plus, high hazard for 2 days.
Hey, you know what? I think we skipped last week. We ready back? Are we back? Because I don't want to say anything.
We're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Not everybody's back.
I think everybody who's going to come is back.
Carl and Karen and
Caspian and Jamie are gone.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just
Okay.
working on some endorsement
Because
forms.
you know what I think we skipped last week?
Singing.
Around.
To Carl.
Oh.
He wasn't here last week, right?
Yep.
Right.
We gotta sing to Carl because you can't get out of it by faking a kidney stone.
Kidney stone, yeah.
I'm gonna remember. All right, everybody.
This will be as painful as your kidney stone.
Nobody else has a birthday this week, right? No. Okay.
Not that you will admit it.
But she's not here.
We already did Robin.
Between this week and next week, there's a birthday coming. But
whose?
Ben.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben's is on the 19th.
Oh, let's do
Jamie's
Ben
is
and
on the
Carl. That'll
fly.
be fun.
Yeah, mine's
Hi,
on
Jamie
Monday.
is on the 20th.
Okay, so whatever order you want it in, Ben and Carl, Carl and Ben, whatever. And if you want to call him Kyle, that's fine.
Ben with a B.
All right, ready?
B and Carl with a K.
A 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
birthday
to you.
Carl with
Carl with a K, so they say. Happy birthday
to
You too.
You both.
To you too.
It reminds me a lot of the part of the symphony where they're all tuning their instruments at the beginning.
And you didn't, my cat didn't even sing. I thought he would at least meow. Fine, whatever.
In
All right, very
protest.
good. So we're coming back now. Fantastic. Caspian and Jamie always hide whenever it's the singing part. I don't know why, but you know, it's got to be like my favorite part. Here we go. So next up, we have some really different scores from 6 to 16. So
Did
that's
we
a lot
have
of catching up to
announcements?
do.
Did I miss announcements?
Yes, you missed them all.
Well, what was it? You have an announcement?
No, I just got back from closing up the chickens and I didn't hear. I heard the singing. Was that for Carl?
How do you miss it?
And
Carl
Ben.
and Ben.
Oh, and Ben. Oh,
Yeah, Ben's on Monday. So
Next
you
category is
you
in the chat.
You can
We ready
replay
to
the
rumble?
video.
We're ready to rumble, Kevin. Take us
Kevin's
away.
up. He's open. Okay,
Oh.
go to the chat.
Go to the
You're
chat.
not going to talk us through it. You're just going to send us away.
Right? Save some time.
All right, then.
Play in your room.
Brutal. Okie dokie.
Good.
Someone has to share their screen so you guys can play along and play that file.
Okay, who's going to do that? Caspian?
I think Hamilton should do it.
Hamilton, you want to do it? I can do it if you need me to.
That was funny because it caught me off guard totally.
I don't have, what is this, PowerPoint? Yeah, it's PowerPoint, so.
Okay, let me open it. Wait, I guess I got to open it before I can share it, huh?
Probably.
Oh. I typed in the wrong thing here.
Probably.
So I need to download it. Is that right? Where'd it go? It's in chat.
It's in chat, yeah.
Why would it be in chat?
Oh, it's a PowerPoint, yeah.
Or should I say cha?
Cha.
the cat.
Okay, it's downloading. Okay, let me see where to download to. Oh, there it is.
Did you mention that our skeptic camp was canceled?
No, because the only people who are going are the people who know.
Yeah, I forgot to tell Leonard until
No, he already
this
knows.
afternoon. He knew this morning he didn't know when I told him, but he knows now. So
Okay, so there's sound on this. You guys ready? Hamilton, you can sing along if you want.
So what are we supposed to figure out from
The
it?
song or the artist?
The song of the artist.
And it's just sound. Okay, so here's number 1, you guys. We know that. They say you want a revolution.
Oh, I thought that was Johnny Be Good.
I couldn't even hear it.
I'll play it again. Somebody else write it down. I'm just going to play these, okay?
Okay, yeah, I think you're right.
It's revolution. Say you want a revolution.
What's
By
the
the
name of it?
Beatles. The Beatles.
Beatles.
Yeah. Here we go. Number 2. Oh, that's God, he's cutting them really close.
Intentionally, no doubt.
Yeah, I
what
know
that
this
is.
one. If it was just to continue like a second longer. Okay, let me try it again. Ready? It's from the 60s.
He distorting them too?
No, I think they're like that naturally.
Janine, you know this song?
No.
I just sound like squealing tires to me.
No, it's the last second is where you really pick it up. Here, I'll do it again. Say that.
Distorted.
I think it's just her speakers.
No, it sounds distorted to me too.
She's not playing it through native audio. She's playing it through her speakers, through her microphone. That's how we're getting it.
Okay, so the beginning part doesn't make sense, but it's that song that goes, and the singer comes in.
That doesn't help.
Doesn't help.
There's like a billion songs like that.
Okay, I'll think of it. It's a 60s song. Here's number 3. Let me see if I can turn up the volume on these because this is loud.
Was that like Janis Joplin or
the guy?
How could you tell?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can turn up the volume. Okay, here's 3 again. Is that Ozzy? Not Ozzy Osbourne. It's
No, this is a lot older, and there's not enough info to.
I know it. Okay, I'm gonna do 2 again because now that I have the volume up, you can hear it better. Right?
I'm gonna see if I can get it to play on our thing.
You know it. I know it. Okay, here's 4. That's Led Zeppelin. Right?
Can you play it again?
Hold on, my mouth.
Are you sure that's number 4? Because you're on slide 7.
I know. Here we go. That's
That
gotta be
doesn't sound like a Zeppelin song to me.
Janine, you're not these are your era too.
Yeah, but they just sound squealy to me. I can't tell anything.
There's 5.
That's
Rush.
It all sounds the same. It all just sounds like noise.
Is that Rush, Caspian?
That was the Who.
The Who. Okay, that's the Who.
What number?
5.
No, but I can't remember the name.
Here comes 6. That's Back in Black AC/DC.
No, it's not.
Listen.
No, that's Aerosmith.
Aerosmith, Back in Black.
AC/DC has nowhere near that level of drumming, and that's really basic drumming.
Okay. Here's 7. Or was that 7?
That was 6.
Okay, here's 7. Is that
Nope.
Worry Be Happy?
I think so.
Okay, so Janine, write down Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Okay.
For number 7. Here's 8. Is that John Denver?
No idea.
I can't tell.
I think it's John Denver, but I don't recognize the song. That's 8. You got it, Janine?
John Denver.
Okay, it's a guess, but is that James Brown?
Maybe.
Okay, that's 9. Oh, he gave us a bonus. We're gonna need it. Werewolves in London.
Yeah.
Woo! Werewolves in London.
Werewolves in London.
In London.
Yeah.
Who did that song? I don't remember. I don't remember. Okay, it doesn't matter. Here's 10. Here's bonus, Janine. It's funny, see, it just keeps disappearing on me.
Yeah, because you scroll off
Karen
of it.
should be good. Karen, you should be good on this. Sorry, they all sound like that to me.
If it's heavy metal, it's not my thing. I don't know about it.
No, this is all just rock, but I can't.
What's the question? You have to guess the song?
Song or the artist. Okay, this one
Song or artist.
It's just all people, it's famous rock people screaming.
Okay, wait. Let me hear it because I didn't hear it. This is the bonus.
No, they all sound pretty 70s or 60s.
Ronnie James Dio. I don't know.
Nope, it's not.
No,
Aerosmith was up.
Okay, what are we missing?
Yeah, it could have been 70s.
What are we missing?
2 through 4 and 11.
Okay, 3.
2, 3, and 4 and 11.
Here's 2. Karen, you know that. You know that.
That's it?
Yeah, but you know that song. It's it's very famous. Not the beginning, but the like he goes, sing it.
Way down inside. Is that the guy that goes gonna give you my love? Is that what it is?
I don't think so.
I think so.
He says, say it. Da, 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 da. Oh my God, I know this song. I can't
I
think
think you were right, Karen.
Could be. What is that called?
I don't know.
Way down inside. Who is that?
Is that Led Zeppelin?
My love. Who is
You
that?
guys been able to hear it? Everything's
Yeah.
okay working?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
kinda.
hard.
Well, I think we have bad sound coming too.
Okay, here we go. 3. Here's 3.
Oh my gosh.
I
It
know.
kind
I
of sounded
know this.
like a really bad Norman Greenbaum, but
No.
I don't think it is.
I know who that is, and I don't know who it is. Okay, what's the next one we don't have? What else are we missing?
2, 3, 4, and 11.
Okay, here's 4. Isn't that Zeppelin?
No, it is not.
I'm
None
not
of these were Zeppelin. I'm confident.
Could it be, I don't know, some other hair band? Okay, I'm going to play 11 again.
I'm useless. I'm sorry. My mind.
Oh, number 5 is won't get fooled again.
Won't get fooled again?
Did Who twice? Oh.
By the Who.
Oh, you're 5? Let's see.
It was bothering me that
Yeah, won't get fooled again. That's it.
Yes.
Great.
You won't get fooled again. Yeah, that's right.
So that's Roger.
We just need the band or the
Roger
something
Daltrey.
song.
Okay.
Okay, so 2. Here's 2. I know this, and you guys know this song.
No, we don't.
I don't think I've ever heard this.
Play it again. Keep playing. Just play it over and over.
It's a very
famous. Oh, Janis Joplin.
Yeah, it's a very famous 70s.
Isn't that Janis
Okay,
Joplin?
Janis Joplin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which number was that?
2.
2.
Yeah, you're right. It is Janis Joplin, but it sounded like a man at first. Okay, so we need 3.
I've heard Janis Joplin before.
Oh, come on,
Janis
Caspian.
Joplin.
I don't think I've ever heard Janis Joplin before.
All right, Jamie,
listen, Jeff.
you better catch him up on Janis Joplin. My God, she was iconic. Okay, do we need?
I also get Janis Joplin confused with Joan Jett sometimes.
Oh no, is 3? Do we need 3?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
here's 3.
And 4.
One more time.
What's that song? Welcome to the whatchamacallit? Is it that guy?
No, I don't think that's Welcome to Jungle.
It's not. This sounds late 60s.
Do we have Aerosmith we've used already once?
Yes.
How about
Welcome to the
David Roth?
Jungle. The guy who's the guy that does
No,
Welcome
it's not Welcome to the Jungle.
No, but who's the guy who does Welcome to the Jungle?
That's Guns N' Roses.
Yeah, is it that guy? No, it's
No.
not that guy. Okay.
No,
You don't
way
think it
too
could
late.
be? Okay, so you think before that?
Sure, he could be going through the decade.
Somebody a hairband. So we need 11. Is that the other one?
3, 4, and 11.
Okay, here's 11. Turn it up to 11, man. It sounds like Deborah laughing at the end. I think it's Deborah. Okay, 2 we got, right? Didn't we get 2?
Yes.
Okay, so 3. I know these. Oh my God, this is so ridiculous. Okay, so who from that era are we missing? Because it looks like these are all kind of like in the same genre, aren't they? Like
They're all major name rock bands from the late 60s and 70s.
Sure, they're all from the 60s and 70s.
Okay,
so far.
Janine, could you read to us what we got, and maybe we could just guess?
Okay, number 1 was the Beatles. Number 2 was Janis Joplin. Nothing for 3, nothing for 4. 5 is Won't Get Fooled Again by The Who. 6 is Aerosmith. 7 is Don't Worry, Be Happy. 8 is John Denver.
Yelling?
9
John Denver yelling?
9 is James Brown. 10 is Werewolves in London, and 11 We Need.
Let me play the John Denver one again.
He has one of John Denver yelling?
Janine, which one's John Denver, do we think?
John Denver is 8.
Okay.
I don't think it's John Denver.
Okay, so Karen, I'm going to play it for you because we thought it was him, but let me turn the volume up again, okay? Okay, here's 8. No, that's not 8. Sorry, that's 3. Here's 8. Definitely was not John Denver.
We're not hearing anything.
Oh, I didn't share with the sound again. I'm sorry. I didn't share. I just left it here because I'm an idiot. Okay, here it goes. Does it sound
An innocent man. That's not it? An innocent man. No?
I don't know what that is. Who's that?
Billy Joel. Oh, yes, I am an innocent
Would that
man.
be Billy Joel? It is Kevin after all.
I think it's Billy Joel. I think it's innocent
Okay,
man.
I'm gonna change it to Billy Joel.
Okay. It just felt so high pitched, like a John Denver kind of thing.
Well, it wasn't Rocky Mountain High, if that's what you're thinking of.
Oh, I was just thinking it was some unknown. I thought it was John Denver singing something I've never heard of before. Okay, so what do you want me to play now?
3 and 4.
Okay, here's 3.
Okay, I already gave you my vote on that. Caspian said no.
Okay, so let me do 4 and then let's regroup and see what we might come up with of that era. Do we have Led Zeppelin already on something? Because that sounds like the Led Zeppelin.
None of these sound like Robert Plant in the slightest.
But
Okay.
it was
What about what about one of the incarnations of AC/DC?
None of them sound like AC/DC.
Black Sabbath,
Definitely not Sabbath.
Judas Priest,
No.
Metallica.
No.
Okay, I think number 4 is Zeppelin only because of the guitar.
It
Not
doesn't
because-
sound like Led Zeppelin's guitar tone either.
There's a twang like a twang.
Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page's guitar doesn't have a twang. Never did.
You're gonna be really embarrassed when it's
I mean, the quality that I'm hearing is not great, but I'm pretty confident that, yeah, it's not Zeppelin at all.
okay. Janine, I apologize. Could you read off the names again? Because we got to be missing some bands that we could just throw in there.
Beatles, Janis Joplin, The Who, Aerosmith. Don't worry, be happy. I have no idea. Billy Joel, James Brown, Werewolves in London.
How about Rush on any of those?
Oh, none of them are Geddy Lee.
Even though Geddy Lee does that kind of
No, he's a lot higher pitched than any of these have been.
okay, so put down on number 4 since nobody has a
He
guess.
also doesn't scream very much.
Put down Led Zeppelin for 4 just because they've done a lot of stuff. Maybe it's one of them. I don't know. And 3, Caspian, just name a couple. Aaron disappeared.
This is not my era. I don't have a whole lot of names.
I can't think of any. Supertramp, Rush, Loverboy, and Dolls, New York. No.
It's Nickelback. I just knew it.
Nickelback. Okay, great.
No, I'm only
Nickelback.
kidding. I think we've already got Aerosmith on one of them. How about Van Halen?
No, it's, none
you
of
know,
them sound like
last
Van
one-
Halen.
The last one could be Sammy Hagar era Van Halen.
Okay,
Okay,
put
Sammy
for
Hagar.
11, put Van Halen. Or should we put Sammy Hagar?
Van Halen.
I would put
Okay.
Van Halen.
Okay.
Van Halen for number 3.
No,
I'm
no,
not-
11.
I'm not confident in it at all, but
It's a name.
it is a name, yes.
Okay, we have nothing for number 3.
How about okay, so there's the Yardbirds.
Yeah, Peter, Paul, and Mary. It's Peter, Paul, and Mary.
I don't know. Maybe they were maybe they had a fight. Okay, so for 3, put do we have the Rolling Stones?
Nope.
Put the Rolling Stones for 3. I mean, they've done everything. Maybe they were just having a bad day. Rolling Stones.
Okay.
You got
I mean, it's
something
just
for everything.
people.
What did we do with the last?
That was fun.
Did everybody have enough time?
Yes.
It was
Okay.
very fun.
How did
That
you
was
record
fun.
that?
We did not change number 10. Do we change it to who we thought the female, or do we?
No, that was number 9 we're talking about.
Okay, do we keep it with the male or change it to the female?
I don't want to change it the last minute.
Okay.
That was cruel, actually, to be honest with you, Kevin.
Yeah, the quality of that recording was like, oh
Yeah,
my
the quality
God.
wasn't great, but we were all
The
in equal
quality
How
was-
did you
play.
get those
fine.
recordings? No, it wasn't.
We were all in
I
equal
played
play.
them. I played them on my phone and recorded them on the computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that explains it.
Oh.
Well, but again, it was fair to all of us.
Yeah,
because
that it was
all
hard.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
bad. It was
everybody.
bad to everybody. And he clipped a couple of them like right at the very moment where
We start to figure it out.
that was cruel.
Gee, it's almost like he did that on purpose.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Someone's an evil genius.
I'm
Okay.
curious
Number 1. You want to hear them as I explain them?
Evil, anyway.
if you want,
Okay. Let's see. Share screen
because I won't remember which was which.
with sound. And this one here. Share.
Number 1.
This is number 1. This is the Beatles Revolution.
Yep, we got
Start a revolution.
that
Okay.
one. We knew for sure.
Number 2 is Big Brother and the Holding Company. Oh, that's yeah. Take a little piece of my heart.
Yeah,
Janis,
I knew this song, but I
Janis
didn't know that.
Janis
Joplin?
Joplin. Janis Joplin, Big Brother and Holding Company. Janis Joplin.
Okay.
Yes.
Number 3 is a
Oh.
theme
You will
song from the
accept-
TV. This was written by the Beatles, but the answer is not the Beatles. The answer is Joe Cocker.
Good job, Carl.
You say for a TV?
Yeah, a little help from my friend from the show. With Kevin.
Oh,
Years.
Joe Cocker. Oh.
Wait, what was
crap.
the show?
Um,
The Wonder Years.
Wonder Years.
So the answer is Joe Cocker.
Yep.
Joe, yeah, a little help from my friends. I get by with a little help from my
Oh,
My friends.
I don't remember that screaming there.
But the Beatles wrote that.
right. Do
But you wouldn't take that as an
He
answer.
performed it.
Yes,
I
he's
would
the one who
never
did that
have gotten
version.
that.
That version is famous.
Yeah.
And this is a tough one. Number 4. It's Little Richard. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's number 3. Number 4, Little Richard, Good Golly Miss Molly.
Yes, good job on that
Boy,
one.
did we
Trina.
struggle on that one.
Everybody, that was the toughest one for me too.
What was it?
Good Golly Miss Molly. From
Good golly,
Richard.
Miss
Oh
Molly.
no.
That's a scream, a famous scream in that one.
I have that freaking.
All right, this one is an easy one. I think everybody got this. This is The Who, Don't Get Fooled Again.
Yeah.
Don't Get Fooled Again.
Recognize that scream anywhere.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
one of the easiest ones. This next one is Aerosmith, Back in the Saddle.
Oh.
Yep, I recognize that one right away too. That was a good one.
Back in the
I
Saddle.
like that song a lot.
Number 7, you should get Don't Worry, Be Happy, Bobby McFerrin. Oops.
That was the only one without a scream in it.
Yeah.
That's kind of a
is
scream. It's-
Scream. That is a
Fair.
More of a whine.
Yeah, number
It's
8.
happy. It's upbeat.
Number 8 is Billy Joel.
What? I never would have guessed.
I thought it was John Denver.
What song is that?
Sing it again.
Innocent Man.
Innocent Man.
I'm an innocent man. Oh, yeah.
Number 9 is is from the same album as the last one, and Billy Joel.
Oh.
Billy Joel.
Oh, I missed that one.
What song is that?
Will you accept James Brown?
Yeah, right.
We can put that too.
It's from a theme song for a movie by Rodney Dangerfield called Easy Money.
I don't know.
I should have recognized that one. Sorry, T.
I thought it
Wasn't
was
enough of that for me to recognize that one.
And let me see if this is the same. Oh, that's Easy Money. Sorry. Now the next one, everybody should have got this one. Warren Zevon, Werewolves of London.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Faith knew it. I have no idea.
You never heard Werewolves of London?
No.
You never heard that one?
Oh man.
Oh.
That's a good
Sheltered
one.
life, I say.
Everybody.
They don't have werewolves on satellites.
I don't even think they used it in the movie, American Werewolf in London.
The big hint on this one is the last couple of seconds.
I thought it sounded
We
like
needed a
Deborah.
couple more seconds, Kevin.
Yeah.
The last
I was
couple.
talking about the laugh.
Who is it, Kevin?
I'll tell you in a second. Listen to the voice.
I'm trying to stop teasing.
Right
Who
here.
is it?
I thought it was Deborah.
It's Sam Kinison, Wild Thing.
I don't know who that is.
Wild Thing. He did a big a cover version of it.
Wild Thing.
No, that's Deborah. I'm sorry.
That was a lot of fun, Kevin. I'm going to take off.
All right, that was
from
fun.
Carolyn.
Thanks for your help.
Good night, Carolyn.
That was
The answers are in there. I got them from a website, except a couple I added myself that weren't on the list.
So was the website songs with screams?
Yeah, Ultimate Classic Rock, Best Rock Screams. They listed like 35.
I
Some of
don't
my...
get the Worry Be Happy. There's no screams in that.
No.
Now,
I
why
added
is Led Zeppelin not on this?
Oh, that's the one you added. Okay.
Yeah, I added Billy
Seriously.
Joel, and I added Warren Zevon, and I added a few. I think there's a few of them are on there, and a few of them I added.
You had Kiss, Van Halen.
Oh yeah, there's some of the
You had a
songs that
whole
weren't
ton
that
of
familiar.
subject material you could use.
Yeah, if you look on that
That's fine.
ultimate list, I think there's 35, and some of them aren't that notable. You know what I
That
mean?
was
They're
fun.
great screams, but you have to really know the artist and know the song to remember what it was. These were the popular ones I could come up with.
The second
And yet
one,
you put Sam
I
Kennison
knew
doing
it.
a cover song of the Trogs on here.
Right.
Because it's
So
known. for
I
being
just want to
one of
say,
the
make
longest-
Keanu Reeves visit you in your dreams and okay.
The
Thank
Janis
you.
Joplin,
recognize
man.
you couldn't
Yeah.
recognize his laugh at the end.
No.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm 40,
Dude, I know
Kevin.
Kennison well,
I'm
and
a
I-
millennial. I don't know Sam Kennison more than my parents do.
I don't know who it is.
But
I
I
don't
knew
even know-
Aerosmith
I don't
and
even know who
everything
that
else
is.
because that's
Okay,
what they
Sam
made me
Kinison
listen to in the
is
car
the-
in the Death Trap.
Sam Kinnison's one of the best comedians that ever lived. He's the guy who screams. He used to be a
Used to be a preacher.
and then he turned and he's against, and he just uses his preaching voice as a comedy thing, and it's
Never heard of him.
hysterical.
Oh God, I remember this website.
What?
You keep
Yeah.
It's on Wikipedia, you guys.
Camera.
Never
Hey,
heard of
Look up
scores.
the work of Sam Kinison. He's like, to me, he's right behind George Carlin.
Well, he was screaming.
good.
He wasn't laughing. I mean, he laughed at the end. But
He
no,
laughs
I
at
didn't
the
recognize
end.
it all.
Yeah.
I looked at this website before Wikipedia was a thing.
Wow, and that's 20 years old.
I hope you had fun.
Okay, so let's see how we did. Kamala, Melania, Marla. This one guy can't tell them apart. What do you guys get?
We got 7.
See,
Nice.
good. You know your screams. If you don't know your women, you know your screams. Okay. Raccoon eyes.
8.
Very good. Why is Elon Musk interviewing a drunk Sylvester the cat?
6.
Okay. And come waltz with me.
7.
Wow.
Better than
Raccoon
I
COVID
thought.
sucks.
6.
Dang, you got a 6.8 on that.
Much better than I would have thought. That was
Yeah,
tough.
that was hard.
Yeah.
That was really hard. But we had, with team effort, we kind of got it. So it's all right. Good job. Good job, Kevin. I can see why you wanted to do that category. Woohoo!
I like
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I
So
like
we have who's up next?
Me.
Cat.
Me.
Brandy. It's
Queen
Brandy's
Cat.
turn. Did you say it was Brandy's turn?
Queen Cat.
Brandy's
Princess Kitten of the Hairball.
like, All right,
All
tiara,
right.
baby. It better not be how many tiaras the queen has or whatever.
Probably going to be on.
You just gave me a great idea for my next trivia round.
How many? I don't know.
Is that a real?
Centimeters
Is that a
more
virtual
tiara.
thing that Zoom is putting on your head, or is that a real thing?
No, it's a real tiara
That's
that I
a
put on my
wow.
head.
That's a
Real
real.
Yeah.
The toy. I mean, it's costume, but
It's metal.
True.
It's fucking heavy. It counts. And it's tilted now.
Actually, that's a good idea for Sycon.
Absolutely.
Wearing tiaras?
Yeah.
I'm all for tiaras any day of the week.
Okay, in public?
Yes, absolutely in public. Have you met me?
I was gonna say, do you know who you're talking with?
I don't just wear them for Zooms,
Most
I wear
of
them
us
all
have
the
not
time.
met you.
There are fancy tiaras, there are travel tiaras, and then there is my category tonight, which has nothing to do with tiaras. I threw it together last week in my lunch hour, and then the rules changed and I wasn't needed. So you get tortured this week with the Olympics and a Paris potpourri.
Okay.
Sorry, Susan, you're gonna hate me.
Hey, I do know I did binge something last night or this morning on Olympics, so maybe hopefully it's
Good.
If it's there, then I'm all right. We got it.
I don't know why it's throwing everything in bold on
So
me
I
right
can't say anything.
A lot of sports ball.
Oh, I just thought of the greatest category. If you don't do it, if it's not in here, I just thought of it.
You can give the bonus. All right.
No, I'm saying if
You don't give the question.
Category or a
I
question?
have this question, I have a bonus just came to me out of the blue.
Okay.
But I don't know if you're going to cover it right now.
Question 1, and I'm sorry, I don't know why it's going in bold, but you're getting the right numbers. So the Olympic ring colors represent the 5 continents linked together in friendship. Which one of these is not a ring color? Black, blue, white, red, yellow, or green? So pick the one that isn't a color.
Well, we've already established black is not a color before, so that's a problem.
In my world, I'm wearing a black top. Black is a color.
And Celia was very clear. If it had been a color, it
Right,
would be
a
fine, but
a shape,
not an
or
outline of a
a
object. no.
stripe, or a triangle, or a shape, or a even writing, but not the outline of the crown.
Yeah, I agree.
So the games have 2 official languages, English and tell me the other one.
In general,
the 2 official languages of the Olympic Games are
Okay.
English and
That's a perfectly good question.
well, I was going to say it wasn't this
Thank
Olympic,
you.
just in general.
I like that somebody's pointing
No,
at you,
Susan, the way
Rob.
she put it is a perfectly good way to put it. I'm speaking for
Karen.
Karen, because Karen's not saying anything.
Number
Perfectly
3.
good question.
In 1994, Tonya Harding and her husband attacked her figure skating rival. Name the victim.
I remember this.
You remember that?
I tried to make it super easy.
Oh, come on now.
I
That's
know we don't have
hard.
lots of sports fanatics.
That's hard.
We actually went
Number-
to a local event where we got to see her skate.
Oh, nice. Number 4. Which Olympian made history in 1976 at the Montreal Summer Olympics by receiving the first of 7 score a perfect 10 in Olympic gymnastics? So I want the gymnast. I gave you everything else you should automatically know.
Yep.
Which 1943 movie contains the memorable quote, "We will always have Paris"? Or "we'll always have Paris," or whatever the frig the quote says. And why the quotation marks didn't come, I don't know. This is what happens when I don't use Word, just so you know.
And it's funny because the numbers are not, when I'm copying it, the
So
numbers
just
aren't coming up
to
at all.
clarify, as always, and I'm thinking of number 4 here, but spelling doesn't count.
Right.
And number 5
Not be
is
responsible for spelling people's names correctly.
and number 5 is not well, right? It's we.
Yeah, it's I put the quote in there. It took out my apostrophes and my quotation marks. I don't know what the frig is going on.
Oh, what app are you using?
Word.
I just use the text thingy. And it doesn't
Kat and I have had some problems with Word.
She's
I'm
using
not
an old
using Word.
telegraph machine from 1903.
Oh
Yes.
God, don't get Rob going on about don't
I'm
use
using an
Word.
IBM Selectrix. No. Number 6. New Orleans was originally founded by the French. What country took possession of it via the Treaty of Paris in 1763? Oh, Kevin's trying to sell me some more tiaras. Because I need
We
more.
start at
That's
76
not
cents.
difficult.
Number 7. What French term is used to describe a small appetizer or snack served before a meal?
Wait, this isn't the Olympics.
No, it's Paris.
Olympics and Paris potpourri.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I missed that.
It's called It Was Lunchtime and I Was Hungry.
Gotcha. Okay.
It was a liquid lunch, I think.
No, I wish. Is that the actual question?
Again, spelling doesn't count.
No.
Spelling
Right.
doesn't
No.
count.
Because
Better not.
Julian Alfred stormed to the women's 100-meter title in Paris, making history as her country's first ever Olympic medalist. Which nation does the sprinter represent? You all know that. It made the news. Don't look at me that way.
I don't remember this.
While Celine Dion stole hearts at the opening ceremonies, 2 American musicians amused people in the crowd, winning the hearts of many during the Paris Games. Name one of them.
Oh Lord, I was just looking at Celine.
Celine Dion, that was opening ceremonies.
I that's all I saw. And I got old after a while. It was really pretty, and I was like, "Oh, this is really pretty. She sounds great. She looks really good."
I had a really hard question for 10 and I changed it tonight. So You're welcome.
Sorry, but Celine Dion.
Dang, the opening ceremony, I was really into it, and then I had to take John to the hospital.
The opening ceremony should have been half as long, in my opinion. I love the artistry, but
It should have been before I took John to the hospital.
You could always watch it online.
yeah.
The heavy metal
Number
band with the
10.
Headless Marie Antoinettes was awesome.
The easier version question, which, because I know people watch the news and read the news here. Name the American gymnast who is currently embroiled in a battle regarding her bronze medal. And that's saying they want her to give it back.
Oh, I saw this. I don't
Any
know
questions
why.
before I send you off to your rooms?
Oh,
I saw it too, but I don't remember the name.
I don't remember her name, and I don't even remember why.
Nobody's asking me questions, so go to your room. You've all been naughty.
Naughty. Naughty. Oh, me? No, not us.
And Susan,
She's talking to me right as I left the room. I don't know why. Okay, go for it, you guys.
Nothing.
Okay. Good work on last round, team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking one is white.
Unless it has a little black line outside, I think.
Right.
Yeah, that
I don't-
seems
I don't-
right to
white would
me.
I've seen the logo on white before.
Yeah, so it seems odd that there would be a ring of white.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. So English and what other language?
Greek.
Yeah.
Really?
Good guess.
I was thinking like some form of Chinese language.
Isn't the Olympics Greek? I'm saying that with a total straight face, not that I know. I'm just
Yeah, it's a good guess. Better than mine.
Right, because that's the thing I was thinking of too, but I'm like, is it because of a history thing or because of they need to make sure that they're
they don't have to
covering?
use it. It's
Yeah.
I'm just thinking like Chinese doesn't usually like, or China doesn't usually try and be Western in any way, shape, or form. So I would think that they would try and make the Olympics like bend to their will instead of the other way around. That's why I was thinking some form of Chinese. I don't know what their official language is in China.
No, there's multiple.
Yeah. That's the only problem. But
How about JavaScript?
Nah, I like it.
But if you want to go with Greek,
I mean, yeah, Greek could be an answer just because with how the game started, maybe it's still in some,
all right.
bylaw or something in there.
I mean, don't trust me because I don't really
I don't know.
That's what came
Okay,
to my
what's sad
mind.
is it wrong that I remember Tanya Harding more than the person
Everybody
she attacked?
does.
I know. Remember the criminal, not the victim.
Her name is Catherine, Katie, Catherine. No, as soon as somebody gives me your first name, I'll know it.
I'm pretty sure it does start with a K though. It sounds
I
right.
was way off.
And I know if I hear the name, I'll
Yeah, I know
recognize
for
it,
sure.
but-
Yeah.
Tanya Harding and
If I could phone my sister, we'd get it right away, I'm sure.
Phone a friend. Oh, dang it.
Catherine, Katie. No, it's not Katie. It's like like a 3-syllable name.
Skip it and come back.
Yeah, we'll come back to that one. So 76. The first of 7.
Where's Elizabeth?
That wasn't oh god, what was her name? She was on the Wheaties box and Mary Lou Retton or something.
I was thinking it was
Mary Lou Retton.
Yeah.
Was she
I think it was
that?
her or
was
the
she
other
later?
I don't know.
I
'cause
bet it is Mary Lou Retton because she was
'Cause I don't know if
huge
she
for a
went.
minute.
She was
who would she
all the
be?
way back then though,
Who's
because
through
I
the
remember watching
80s?
her. Yeah, she might be like early 80s.
This is before we were born.
Yeah.
She was
Well, not before I was born.
Right, but barely after you're born, right?
Yeah, I was only 2 when in
Yeah,
76.
but
so.
she was around for a while. She was, like you said, a star.
Yeah, she was in
I just don't
Scrooge.
know if she goes back that far.
Mary Lou Retton. And there was another name that came to my mind when I was.
I mean, if we don't have an answer, we should put her down just in
Yeah, for
case.
sure.
I don't know if she started that. I mean, look at Simone. She's been to like how many Olympics now?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that might make sense then.
I don't know how to spell it. Is it
I think it's like Ratton, I think. I think it's
Yes.
phonetic.
Okay, we always have Paris. Was that?
That was Casablanca.
Yeah, that was my guess too.
I never saw Casablanca, but I think that's.
Neither have I.
Okay, New
You
Orleans
come
was originally
over and
founded by the French.
we'll do it, okay, Brandy?
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think the U.S. got it through the Louisiana Purchase, right? But that was later.
So then maybe it was.
Would it have been like Mexico or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Mexico or somebody random. Who do we do the Louisiana Purchase from?
Oh, from
I don't know.
I thought it was who took possession of it? America.
You're right. I think it might be Mexico.
Didn't.
But isn't it 1776 was the revolution?
Yeah,
So
yeah, we weren't America yet. 1763.
Okay, so was
is there some sort of thing like the Continental Congress or something like that?
There was something.
Could it have been Mexico?
It may have
I
been
think
Mexico.
Mexico might be right.
Yeah, probably.
Because we got a bunch from Mexico.
I think that's who we got the Louisiana Purchase from.
I was gonna say, wasn't this part of the Louisiana Purchase, or was it
Could have
sold
been.
separately?
I think so.
Could it have been Canada? No, Canada wasn't a thing yet. It must have been Mexico because it had to be close.
I went ahead and put hours devours because
Oh, I
you
thought
have
it
to
was
pronounce it that
aperitif.
way. What?
I thought it was aperitif, but I guess you're right. It's probably
Right, yeah. Because that's appetizers and that's French, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I always say things, the way you need to spell it instead of how they're actually. I don't know if
I'm
anybody
just
else
copying
does
your
that.
spelling. I don't know.
I do that with some things.
Like Connecticut. You say it that way so you know how to spell it correctly. Okay. Storm the women's.
Maybe it was one of the African countries, like
Which nation? Julian Alfred?
Ivory Coast.
What? Julian?
I have no idea. I'm totally guessing.
Is it a new country too? Could it be a country that's just like newly founded, like
Like South Sudan?
Uzbekistan or something like that?
Well, when was this? It doesn't say when it was.
Paris, this one. Just this
Oh, it was this
in Paris,
one?
so it would be
Oh.
this Olympic
I don't
Games.
know because I didn't watch anything hardly at all.
Yeah, dude, I
never
feel
watched
bad. I
anything.
didn't watch any of the Olympics. I used to
Every
watch
year
them
I
all the
say
time
I'm
when I was a
going to,
kid.
and I never do.
I never
used to
do.
watch them a lot
I never
when I was
cared
younger.
to.
Oh, but you got to hear. Have you guys all ray gun? I was like, what are they talking
Oh,
about?
that I did see. That was so
And I
sad.
I
feel
binged it. I was watching those
so cringy,
shorts. Oh
Reagan.
my
The
God.
breakdancing. They put breakdancing in the Olympics. It was so cringy.
It's a woman from
Oh,
Australia.
it was terrible.
Oh.
I didn't watch it, but I keep seeing clips of just how
Yeah.
bad the dances
And people
are. Yeah.
keep talking about it. She's like,
I've seen little kids breakdance better.
Yeah, seriously. My kid could probably dance better than that. Jeez, oh,
I could probably breakdance better.
she made fame, that's for sure. She got a 0. Cal, you haven't seen it?
No.
Her name is
Yeah, you gotta watch
Rachel
it.
Gunn, Gunn, and she's known as Ray Gun.
It's sad. Like I feel bad for her.
But other people are like coming to her like she was expressive and I mean she's famous. She's super famous right now. Everybody's doing TikToks. I heard on Colbert they were talking to Colbert was talking to the lead oh shit. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we gotta stop blabbing and we gotta answer our questions.
Yeah, me. I should know better. Okay, I don't know who the
Susan
two
wants
people
this
are.
fast, so I'm doing it fast.
9? Who's 9?
Yep.
Oh.
Celine Dion stole hearts opening ceremony. So 2 American musicians were in the crowd. Were they actually performing or were they just
winning?
They're just in the crowd.
Since I have told another team who asked for clarification these were spectators. It wasn't like
They weren't part of the performance. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Well, is number 10 Simone Biles? She's the only American gymnast
I
I
thought,
know.
didn't she get silver in that particular one that was
No, it's
contested?
another woman, and I've seen her picture, and
Yeah.
I don't know who she is, and I don't know why she's getting it.
Because I think gold and silver were just totally uncontested, right? That
Yeah.
was like a slam dunk, and I'm pretty sure that Simone
Okay, somebody
got.
name a musician that could happen to be in Paris.
Snoop Dogg.
Okay, Snoop
Oh,
Dogg.
that's
that
true,
sounds
because
cool.
he did some of the reporting in there. They talked about good one.
Oh, very good. Now,
Hey, Kyle said
name a
it. I'm gonna stand
nation.
it for him.
Somebody name a nation for number 8. Ivory Coast.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's
What?
French.
Ivory
That's all
Coast?
I know.
Ivory Coast, yeah.
That's a nation.
Okay, that's a nation.
Yeah.
And I
All
doubt
right,
they've had a lot.
so bronze medal. I have
we gotta
no
come
idea.
up with the married Tony Harding and
I know that's gonna bug me. The minute I hear the name, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, that one. Kiv.
I can picture her. I can see
I
her.
can too, but I don't know her name. That's sad that Tanya Harding is more recognizable name.
Yeah.
If you think of it, text somebody.
Keating.
Text Ben.
Is that her name?
Keating, right? Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody.
Oh my God, I cannot remember that name. It's driving me freaking nuts.
Think of it, Susan, and then message me, and I'll put it in our answer.
We're having the same problem.
If
Oh,
I
I
could
know.
psychically send it to you.
I could picture her.
That question before they get
No,
the
you
answer.
don't get more time, Susan.
Yes, hurry up and give us the
People.
answers.
Hurry up, hurry up.
And
Can I
Rob
say it
has
out
to
loud? Can I say it out loud to ruin it for them?
No, but I do love your background, Kevin.
I'm gonna
That
be
is
so
really cute.
mad. Okay, go ahead.
You got to go to
Matt.
Timo. They have.
I've never been. I've never shopped there.
Oh my God, it's unbelievably.
It's got everything.
I've spent like $300 in the last 2 months.
Oh,
Yes, and they
Junk.
are
On
they are
junk.
horrible.
And how much of
They're
it have
not
you
How many
got?
tiaras did you buy?
No tiaras yet.
It's junk. It's junk cat, and and don't get on their email list or anything
You
like
spent $300 and no tiaras? Oh my
No
God.
tiaras.
It's just sacrilege. I'm
that.
sorry.
Kevin, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
All
They
right,
use-
question
they
1.
use slave labor.
Oh, that's awful.
Answers.
Yeah, it's awful.
The color that is not one of the rings, most of you got this, is white.
Yay.
Because it's also not a color.
We can have that debate another day. If I had thrown out an option like orange, it would have been real obvious, okay? So the other official language of the Olympics, just like Canada, it is French.
No.
Oh,
Oh no. I thought it was Greek.
I know you did.
Sorry, team. Sorry, team.
Have you
I've
never
snooped
noticed that
on
no
you,
matter,
and-
well, maybe if you, well, this year it wouldn't be obvious because it was in France, but no matter what country is in, they make the announcements in French.
Yes.
I have
Also,
never watched the Olympics, Rob.
the founder of the thing, Couperin was French.
I've never sat and watched the Olympics.
Well, technically, the founders were Greek, which is why I agreed with
The
Susan.
original, that's the
The
original.
founder of
This
the
is
modern,
modern
Olympics were French.
modern
The
Olympics.
victim of the knee incident, the pipe to the knee. I think everyone got this.
No. No.
Nancy
Nancy
Kerrigan.
Kerrigan. Oh, I was so wrong.
I knew there was a K. I couldn't remember her name.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Nancy
was coming up with
Kerrigan.
Catherine.
You threw us off, Susan,
It's
with
my
thinking the
fault.
first name started with
I
K
will
instead
move
of
to
the
the
last.
next team. I will no longer be on your team again. I'm sorry.
That's
Who
fine.
got the
Throw me
first
out.
10?
Kick her off the team.
Yeah, because she led my team astray on this one too. It's not an American. It's Nadia Comaneci.
Nadia
Oh,
Comaneci.
yeah. Comaneci.
Nadia
Oh,
Comaneci.
we went with Olga
I was so
Corbett.
scared of
Damn
myself.
it.
It was Olga
Oh, that
Corbett.
was later.
Olga never got a perfect score.
Never got a perfect 10.
Amazingly, that's like the one Olympian that I actually know. Of my entire life, that was the one Olympics I watched as a little small child because I thought she was so cool when she got that perfect 10. It was
It
the
was huge news. Yeah. I
She
saw
got
it.
first 10.
7 perfect 10s.
Olga Corbett was one of the first, I think, who started doing those backflips and stuff on the beam.
Yeah, she was
Wild stuff.
just before Nadia. They might have competed against each other, but she never beat her.
What movie did they say we'll always have Paris?
Casablanca.
Casablanca.
That's right.
That was an easy one.
Well, I tried. I didn't want you all
Wasn't
to
easy
do
for
it.
me.
Nice one giveaway
It
there.
was easy for Caspian.
Thank God.
Oh gosh,
Caspian's a
everybody
big
knows
Casablanca fan.
Casablanca.
I never seen it.
Lots of
Oh my
discussion
gosh,
about New
I've never
Orleans,
seen it
Yes,
either.
how are you?
and some people got this right, and some people got this horribly wrong. But it is Spain.
Oh, geez. They
Ooh.
speak this. We got the. We put
God,
Mexico.
Spain
Is
was
that
involved
close?
with that.
It's not at all close.
We both speak Spanish.
They do, but it's just like this next question, the nice little tiny thing that you could have before your meal. I saw a
Hors
lot of people
d'oeuvres?
with 2 answers.
Milk duds.
It's an amuse-bouche.
Oh, never heard of it.
Amuse-bouche.
It's not. It's not horse's doofus.
Why is
Sorry,
it hors
team.
d'oeuvres?
It's a tease for the mouth.
It's not horse derbies. It's amuse-bouche.
It's
Ah.
not horse duvers. It is.
We
Never heard
argued
of it.
that the
Karen, you were on
definition
our team.
given
You
could
could have
go with
corrected
either
us.
one.
Yeah, you could have gotten this right, Karen.
I still
But you-
think hors d'oeuvres is right.
Hors d'oeuvres are more of an appetizer.
Which
But
is
that's
what was in the
exactly what your
definition.
question was.
Right, that's what was in the question, though.
Your
I
question
think you need to give it
Appetizer
to both.
charge. Don't
I
give
didn't
it to
think
him,
the
Kat.
question was distinct enough to distinguish between an hors
A
d'oeuvre or an
small hors
amuse-bouche.
d'oeuvre
Thank you,
or
Carl.
snack served a snack served before a meal is an hors d'oeuvre.
But an appetizer is
appetizer.
part of your meal.
Okay, so Kat said no. Move on.
No, it's not.
If I didn't get
Org.
Burnaby,
Well, look it up in the
y'all are
Funkin'
getting horse
Wagnalls.
duvers.
Look it up in the Funkin'
Question
Wagnalls.
8.
We had both.
Question 8. The 100-meter sprinter is from St. Lucia.
St. Lucia.
Yeah.
Never heard
Oh,
of it.
Way to
St.
go,
Lucia.
Catherine.
We said Ivory Coast.
Hence the French name.
No, we figured out she's actually a neighbor of.
It's actually
Carl's.
not
That's
French.
From St.
St.
Louis.
Lucia. It's British. It's a British colony. I don't know why they pronounce it Lucia instead of Lucia, but they do.
I want one of the American artists that were in the crowd. I've heard some people got one, some people didn't get the other, but it's Snoop Dogg and Flavor Flav.
Yay!
We got
We got
both.
both.
And for number 10, the gymnast in question who's having to give back her bronze medal, Flavor Flav had a bronze medal made up for her with all
Aw.
kinds of bling on it and sent it to her
Oh,
because he's
sweet.
Flavor
Miss
Flav.
Jackson, if you're nasty.
That's right, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. And who was that gymnast?
Janet.
Jordan
Oh.
Childs.
No
Oh, I
idea.
thought
Why
it
does
was
she have to
Miss
give it
Jackson.
back?
Well, what happened is she was initially in 5th place. They argued about a score. It was granted, so she went from 5th to 3rd, got the bronze. But on reflection, the challenge went in 4 seconds after the deadline. So they're saying after the deadline, you're back to 5th, you're back to bronze.
There's
And
something
then
else.
they
I
have
read
a
something else
stamp
to
that
that.
shows that they weren't past the
Yeah.
deadline.
So
So
that's
it's
why
still
she's
disputed.
embroiled in it currently.
Yeah.
But you know what, Kat? I heard something else to that. That if it's correct, all the competitors before her, she was last to go. All the other ones had, I think, 4 minutes to go and review review the scores and find anything and then protest. She only had, because she was last, she only had a minute.
Yeah.
So they said it would. So one of the arguments is that it was not fair because she didn't have the same amount of time as the other guys. So
agree.
who knows? It's dumb.
So let's get some scores. I know my team didn't get the 10 I wanted. I am not Nadia Comaneci here today.
Our team sucked. Your
Let's
team
get some
sucked.
scores.
We're more Jordan Childs than Nadia Comaneci on our team too.
Hey, Carl, did we get the Scaramouche or whatever it's called?
Amuse-bouche. Amuse-bouche.
You brought
Some
it
people
up.
got it. That's why I'm not giving it for everyone who got hors d'oeuvres. Because some people did get amuse-bouche.
I don't know. What do you think, Alan? I did say that.
You did.
Okay.
We need it. I'll take it.
No, I put hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah, but Carl was thinking, and
No,
Carl was
no,
thinking-
no, no.
Heard this last week. So
overshadowing
it has to be one person to keep the official score and not just
Yeah,
somebody
come on, you
said
guys.
something.
Don't argue. You shouldn't be arguing over it. Come on.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Just
Team number Kamala, Melania, Marla. Only one guy can't tell them apart. What you got?
We had 5.
Woohoo! Way to go.
Now moves your bush.
All right. Why is Elon Musk interviewing a drunk Sylvester the cat?
We had 8.
8.
Because
Ooh.
Caspian knows his Casablanca.
And Spain.
Raccoon Eyes. Cat's team.
The curse strikes again. We got 3.
Yay, 3.
Whoa.
Good
Please
job,
tell me
Cat.
about Casablanca.
We did get Casablanca.
I'm
Never
so
thought.
glad to hear
We
that.
did.
Kamala, come waltz with me.
We got 9.
Oof.
Whoa.
Shit. Who
Without
watched,
the
who watched the
words?
Olympics?
Wow.
Who remembered all those obscure names? Give me a break. All right. Raccoon COVID sucks.
8.
That's good too.
Jay,
Wow. Your
that's
team is
good.
rocking over there. I'm embarrassed for everybody.
For my team. Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for being embarrassed for my team.
Wow. Okay. Well, we've got a score from 18 to 30. So Rob, go for it.
Oh, I hope I just don't sink my team. Okay. So, as per my background, recent Trump lies, and don't anybody say anything now. Okay. So, the details are on August 12th, this week, the Washington Post published an article, Trump's laundry list of increasingly bizarre claims. And here is an excerpt from the description of the article. It's difficult to truly compare the relative ridiculousness of Trump's claims over time, but there is no question he's pushed the envelope in new and astonishing ways. Let's recap 10 of the most recent examples. So, name all 10. There we go. You got 10.
So
And
these
we're
are
gonna do,
these
and we'll
are
do
10
we'll do
very
Mono's rules. So
10 very specific lies as outlined in the Washington Post.
that is
Because
correct.
of course there's probably been 50 trillion in his
That's
For
so
a particular day.
increasingly bizarre claims. So it's recent.
Well, the 10
It's
most
called the
recent.
recent lies. Recent
10 most
Trump
recent.
lies. Right?
as recorded by the Washington Post on this particular day. And that day was, a few days ago,
August
so he's
12th.
maybe told a
August
full
12th.
more.
These are all big ones that you would have heard of if you were paying any attention to these stories. The ones that spread like wildfire because they were so
Okay.
egregious.
He was even lying about our prime minister.
Oh, he doesn't know what a prime minister is.
Okay, go to your rooms before you decide to share.
Don't give it
answers.
away.
Give it away now. Give it away. Give it away. Give it away now.
Oh, Susan, I don't have powers.
Where have you been?
I exited 3 times because Zoom crashed on me, and you never gave me back when I came.
I gave him to you the second time. So
No, it was the 3rd time.
don't lose him this time. Do not put him behind your
It's stable right now, so that's good.
fine. Okay. Oh, I don't get to close rooms. I gotta go into a room.
Susan, did he say that this was mono rules or not?
No, you can't do mono rules if there's only 10.
Oh, there's only 10. Okay. All right. So yeah, so number 1 was
His crowd was, his inauguration
size?
crowd was bigger than MLK's I Have a Dream speech.
Yeah, that's true.
I think another
That
one
was
was
just
the
bizarre.
fake image, right? I don't know if it
Oh
would be-
yeah, about the
Right.
the
AI
hangar, the
image
airplane hangar,
of the crowd.
and that it was AI.
Oh, the
Right.
Kamala airplane hangar?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that it was AI.
Well, not hangar, but airplane. Yeah.
But it was
Yeah.
that's where it was. It was at that place.
Crowd, not crown.
God, how do you start?
Um,
Well, we started. We have 2.
I know, but geez, it seems like we could come up with a lot.
didn't he put the whole questioning if she's black?
Oh yeah, she changed ethnicity.
She changed
came from
ethnicity.
Indian to black.
She's black now.
And How about something with the economy?
He's
Oh,
also been complaining that switching candidates is unconstitutional.
that's true. Yeah, that's true. He said that. And
The Joe Biden coup, like it was a coup that
Yeah. It's a coup.
The coup.
oh, the Biden's going to show up at the
Debate.
DNC this weekend and just announce that he's going to be taking his place back.
would that be considered a lie though, because it hasn't happened?
I don't know.
Well, it's a bizarre claim.
Keep it in mind in case we can't come up with anything else.
Okay.
Okay. He said JD Vance is the one who's being called weird, not him. I don't know if that's a claim. No, I don't
Well,
think
it's true.
Yeah, well, um,
Oh, that he doesn't know anything about Project 2025.
very good. Yeah, he doesn't know anything about. I don't know anything about that. I've read it and everything, so I know. But I know I'm not having anything.
Yeah.
He didn't read it. He hasn't read any of it.
Oh God, what else? He said something about.
Would you be able to say that the Democrats are the ones that stirred up the violence that caused the assassination, or no? They're not
It was
even talking about
Antifa. That was the claim that Antifa was the ones.
Did he say that? Because I've never
responsible for-
heard that.
Yes, he was. I think.
I never heard
I've
that.
never heard
I
that.
haven't heard him say that, but I don't listen to
This
him that
is according
carefully.
to the Washington Post.
What was?
And I read the Washington
Or even the
Post.
Washington Post.
Oh, who is that guy? Oh, Kamala's ex-boyfriend. The guy.
yeah.
The helicopter.
The helicopter.
The helicopter with
that he
Brown.
shared.
What's his name?
Kamala's ex-boyfriend shared some of their relationship
Willie
secrets
Brown.
as the helicopter.
Willie
was,
Brown.
Willie-
Yeah, he
Willie
said he was in the
Brown.
helicopter with Willie Brown.
Yeah.
And it almost crashed.
See, Leonard wants to talk shit about TikTok. That's how I know about Willie Brown.
And it wasn't Willie
I know
Brown.
about Willie
it
Brown
was,
because I lived near
Gavin
San
Newsom.
Francisco.
But this is how I know as an East Coaster.
Okay, let me think.
All right. What else?
Well, Trump's an East Coaster, so you can have him back.
Shut up. You can keep him. You can keep him. Oh, what is the? Oh God, there was something else he had talked about. Oh, what did Romania talk about? That was just like.
Was it something Putin wise or Ukrainian or something about the music?
Well,
Was
he
there
said
anything about music?
there was the way, no way exchange with Putin,
with Putin.
about invading
Way?
Ukraine.
No way. Way. Yes, that's right. That's right.
So yeah, put that.
Yeah, because the exchange with Putin that what was it he was saying supposedly
So
saying
he told Putin that he would be punished badly if he invaded Ukraine, and Putin said no way, and he responded way.
that's it. So it is Ukrainian related. Okay.
He also
Anything
said
about
that,
Paris? Anything about the Olympics? Did you even watch it this year?
Well, he
He
also
wasn't
said
in it,
about
so he doesn't care.
What, Romero?
That crime is down everywhere in the world except the US because everyone is sending their
Has he
criminal.
said that?
He's been
He
saying
said
that
it- he said it on
everybody who's
X.
being imported or come immigrating are all prisoners and
Yeah.
He's been
crazy
saying that since 2015.
well, it's still recently he said
He
it.
said it recently. Would that count?
Sure.
I don't like everything
I
in
can't
the
think of
article.
anything else.
Has he said anything about using Jeffrey Epstein's plane?
So he said that Venezuela.
Oh wow, there were gonna him and he just did with Elon Musk. He said that Musk had fired people who were looking to be unions.
Well, that was true.
Oh, that's true.
That's true. He did that.
He said him and Musk can go to Venezuela.
Right.
Oh, electric cars. Isn't he saying something about electric cars?
Oh, that the gas prices are going to go up immensely because of electric vehicles. He did say that at a rally.
That's
a prediction.
Why would they do that?
No, it's because we're going to be using electric vehicles. The more electrical vehicles on the road means gas prices will increase because of the demand. He actually did say that.
What about the
What?
shark and the
Yes, yes, look at
man.
Leonard's face. He did talk about that. That you being forced to drive an electric car will cause the price of gas to increase because, yeah,
He said
exactly.
that
Because when you reduce demand,
When you reduce,
price
yeah,
goes
exactly,
up.
exactly, Leonard. That's what he told his base. And we were
Because
all
he
like,
knows
don't you
he's
know
an
gas
economicist.
Yeah.
I
gas
read
price
something about cat ladies and did he try
was
to
JD Vance.
or how about Wall? Oh no, that's JD Vance has been talking about Walls.
Walls and
Has
his stolen honor.
did he ever say
Stolen
anything
valor.
about oh, we didn't put down that he was going to be the Biden was going to walk into the
And
Yeah, we said that we were gonna put it if we didn't come up with anything else.
Right.
has he said anything about him using Jeffrey Epstein's former plane?
Oh, they're trying to pretend that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no reason Trump would mention that.
He won't pay Bozeman Airport the money that he owes them.
Oh, anything about the union? No, that's not coming up. This is a good category here, Rob. This is
Yeah, I thought people
challenging.
might have fun with it.
It's challenging because we're like, how do you the most recent?
How do you pick out the most recent of 20,000 lies?
I think he's into the 30,000s, isn't it?
Yeah,
He
at
is
least
one
20,000.
giant lie. Him walking around, his haircut is a giant lie. His marriage is a giant lie.
His marriages.
What the heck's going on with that? How long until she hits the divorce papers? As soon as they
It depends on how big the payoff is.
didn't he's been saying that the judge's daughter works for the Harris campaign.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's
not
considered recent.
That's not recent. He's
But
been
I have
saying that
heard it
for
recently.
more
He
than a
said
year.
it. Did he just say it recently again? Because he's filing a he wants to have the sentence.
He wants to. He's filed his third attempt to get the judge recused from the case.
And the judge said no. And
Right.
he said, I think the sentencing should be after the election because
Yep.
your daughter is working for the Kamala Harris thing.
Right, which is all nonsense.
So we got to come up with 10. So
We
I mean,
have
we've
10.
got like 15 or 20 we've said.
Don't we have like 10 weeks till the election?
Oh God, I love having a short election. Isn't this nice?
I'm ready for this to be over and done with. Like,
Oh, I want to see the debate. I want to see the debate.
oh my God, why?
I want to see all of the debates.
My life has gotten so stressful, like in the last 24 hours, and it just, oh my God.
After watching the last debate between Trump and Biden,
oh my God,
I'm not sure I can stomach a debate.
No, I'm all there for it.
This one will turn out better, I'm sure.
I hear she's a wonderful at debate.
What day of the week is it on?
It's not a Thursday. It's on
September
it's
10th,
on.
right?
I have it written down.
Will I be home that day?
I think it's a Tuesday. Let me see.
If that yes, September 10th is a Tuesday, I will be fine.
Yeah, it's September 10th and October 1st is the JD Vance and
it's a Tuesday.
False.
We're good. It's a Tuesday.
The VP debate.
I will be home, so it'll be a Tuesday.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Whenever a question comes to her, I just want the first line out of her mouth to say, everything he just said was a lie. Every single word. And
You know
then
what I want her just to look at him and say, did you fall out of a coconut tree? I just want her to say that to him.
I want her to say, I'm talking here.
Excuse me, reclaiming my time. I'm Maxine watering you right now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Oh my
I don't know,
God.
I just want her to raise her eyebrow at him.
I totally forgot about all of this.
There's too much.
Oh, Susan, my boss yesterday took a promotion, and now it's being expected that I move into her position and become a supervisor and manage people and do all this other shit. And I'm just like, why did you Joe Biden me? Because that's what she did. That's what I'm calling it.
Oh, is that what it's called now? We have a term.
Yeah, it's like you pulled up Joe fucking Biden, and now I gotta find my inner Kamala Harris and figure out.
Well, Faith, that's great. Good news. I hope you get a lot more vacation time so you can go do some other fun.
No, it means I will do personnel, HR type stuff, management, no paid overtime. I can only get
I hate that.
for leave because I will be put in the pay bracket of a government employee where they will lose money if I work overtime.
Oh.
Boy, that was hard because there was too much material.
Yeah, that was fun. That was fun, but it was really difficult. I don't know what you're going to take, Rob.
Yeah, we'll have to give him
Yeah,
our
I don't
answers and
remember
see if
the-
he accepts them.
I read the Washington Post, but I don't have the top 10 list.
Yeah, so there was the article, and I actually saw it by watching when this was reported on MSNBC. So here are the answers.
Yep.
Kamala Harris's rally crowds didn't exist in all caps because that's how he posted it, and nobody was there.
Yeah.
Joe
We got that
Biden
one.
prepared to have the FBI assassinate him.
Oh, I
That's
forgot
right.
about that.
I forgot that
Okay,
one.
do this slow, Rob, because our team has to grade this as we go, right? Faith and Romero or whoever was keeping track.
Right. You see
Well,
this?
the
You see the answers on the screen,
assassination
right?
attempt.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Number 3 is Democrats' messaging is to blame for the assassination attempt on him.
No, I can't
Number
remember if we
4
wrote that or not.
was Joe Biden faked having COVID-19.
Oh, for
so
Christ's
we
he
didn't
can
do
step
that
down.
one.
Oh my gosh.
And I think everybody got
the
he went down in the
helicopter
helicopter
one.
with Willie Brown.
No, we didn't get that one.
That one,
What?
we didn't put that one
What
down.
the-
Joe Biden will try to reclaim the Democratic nomination.
But that's not really a lie.
But that's not a lie because it hasn't.
It could
It's a
still
wish.
happen.
It's a claim.
It's a wish.
It's not a lie.
Sure.
It's a bizarre claim.
It's a
Yeah, it's a
recent
bizarre claim,
claim.
so that counts.
See, we took that off the list because it
Yeah,
hasn't happened yet.
Sorry.
Yeah.
The wording was bizarre claim.
That's what I said. Yes.
Oh.
Kamala Harris only recently identified as black because, like, who knows what she is?
We got that because
She was an Indian.
Yeah. And yes, I saw a lot of people get the January 6th crowd, which he's bragging about, was bigger than
Yes.
MLK's, by the
So
way.
bizarre that he would brag about
Yeah,
January
yeah.
6th.
Other countries are emptying their prisons and sending criminals to the U.S.
Yep.
Oh, that's a good one.
I've actually heard analysis
good one,
where,
she
where
said.
he confuses the word asylum as in a mental asylum because he says sending, people from mental asylums here and they're seeking asylum, that he doesn't know the difference.
Oh, that doesn't surprise me at all.
Because he
And
doesn't know how words
There's
are.
no difference.
He doesn't know how words work.
Democrats want to allow the killing of babies even after birth. So there you go.
That is-
Retroactive abortion.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting. Might happen to me any day now. Good thing. Never mind.
Well, can we abort? Can we abort Trump?
Oh, yeah.
Only if
I
his parents
would.
are alive. I think the parents have to agree.
All right, I'm
No,
putting
you
the answers
can
in
on
the chat
November 5.
for Susan,
Yeah.
so you don't have to.
Oh,
type
thank
it.
you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
That was a hard one to score, I think, because
Oh man, I know.
What did everybody else have that didn't make the list?
Yeah, I'm interested. in that.
Olympic boxer is a man.
Hmm.
oh, but he didn't say that. That
Yes,
was
he
other
did.
people were
He
saying.
went
it.
on. He went. He
We
took
had
the
10 good ones, and many of them, we only got 3 of them
He
right.
did more
We
for
had-
blacks
we had
than
the
any
Putin-
president since
Since
Lincoln.
Lincoln.
Oh,
But
We
Putin.
had
that's
the
not that
Putin
recent.
conversation.
Yeah,
He's
way.
saying no way.
No way.
No way,
Stolen
yeah.
valor.
we did that one.
He's leading in the real polls.
And switching candidates is
Yeah.
unconstitutional.
I think the way was after the 12th.
He said that.
Right, I
Okay.
said it was August 12th. I'm pretty sure that
Way.
was after that.
No
No.
way.
No way.
He's only going to talk about the gunshot one time.
That's
Who
already
said
out.
that?
Nobody's
That's what he
caring
said,
about
and
that.
then he hasn't stopped talking about it.
It's just the evangelicals. I don't understand. They have these evangelicals that are saying that, it's a sign from God. And I keep thinking, so what about the guy who was killed?
Yeah.
The innocent
That was
man.
Jesus.
Yeah,
That was
why
Jesus.
didn't they just say, I mean, why
Jesus
did
was
they
the
have
one
to
who
do
shot
this?
him. That was, he
Yeah,
had.
so who was it who did the shooting? Was it a
Jesus
Satan?
did it.
Why didn't God stop him? Okay,
Okay,
before I go to
so
scores, I
did.
Is there,
need
is there
Grab the
is there
bullet.
anyone who wants clarification on what they put, whether or not because it might not be exact? Do you want to ask me, or how do you want to do this?
I'm good.
Everybody's good?
Okay,
We-
next
we-
week I have
we just
Carl.
said about the Harris's rallies that they were AI generated. I think that counts.
Yeah, that of course. Yep. That's
Okay.
good.
So next week I have Carl, and then we're gonna do 2 more and a bonus. So I need 2 people and a bonus. Who wants them before I go to scores?
I did one already for last week. I can do one.
Who else do you have besides
Romero.
Carl?
I have Carl, Romero, and now I need a bonus and a category. We're gonna go 1 team short.
I'll do a bonus.
All right, Brandy's got
Ooh.
bonus.
What is next week that we have to go a team short?
I'm gonna do it so that we can speed up. And
Yay.
also, if we have
Okay.
core teams, then there's more people on a team,
Yes.
right? Because I'll be able to only use 14.
Yeah, I like that too, having bigger teams, because
Yeah, so I need one more person to do a
When,
category.
yeah, when people leave, then it gets to be real
Okay,
weird.
so
So you're doing
yeah.
3 categories and a bonus, right?
Yeah,
So I,
Yep.
I can do a category since this was just a bonus.
okay. All right, so I think let's try that and see if it speeds things
Yeah.
up a little bit. And like I said,
like it.
you'll probably find one more person on your team, which should speed things up too. Okay.
Maybe.
No,
Scores.
there'll be more to visit with.
It
Who's
depends
doing the
on who it
bonus?
is.
Or argue with.
Who's doing the bonus?
Brandy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here we go. Scores. Oh, I'm looking at it, not sharing. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
fired. I really
How
am.
dare you?
Bob
I
will come
know.
over there and take care of that.
Oh my goodness. Oh wait, that's not what I want to do. I'm totally competent, you guys. I really am. Caspian, can you saw
You're
me?
a stable genius, we know.
I can
I'm
do
sorry,
it.
what did I do? What?
I said I'm competent. I just tried to
Okay.
I tried to do some strange things there. Okay.
Oh,
So we have a
kid.
huge gap.
You have a
here.
growth, Carl.
Yeah.
Okay, so Kamala, Melania, Marla, only one guy can't tell them apart. What do you get?
We had 10 good answers, but 3 points.
Oh, well, that doesn't even bring you up to tie for first place, I don't think. Okay. Raccoon Eyes.
We had fun though.
We had 2, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
Why is Elon Musk interviewing a drunk Sylvester the cat? If you
We
guys
had
haven't
3.
heard the audio, it's wild.
We had 3.
But it probably is the audio. And Kamala, come waltz with me.
I believe we had 7.
Nice.
Oh,
That's really good.
And Raccoon COVID sucks. Did you tie or pass? 6.
No, just enough.
Just barely. Look at that.
Oh, by 1 point.
Boy, we're so
Second
they're
place.
so close
Well
at the
played,
top,
well played.
and then there's this big gap and close on the bottom.
Like 4.2, 4.6. I like these tough rounds like this.
Recount.
If
Take
we
the
had
medal
gotten
away.
black as a color, we would have tied.
Oh, that's fine. And look at the time, you guys. It is 3 minutes before 10 o'clock.
Or 1 o'clock.
Or midnight.
Well,
or
11.
it's still quicker.
Depending on where you are.
Almost
Quicker
1
than
a.m.
normal.
It
Okay,
was a
All
fun
right.
game.
I
you
will
next
be in
week.
Seattle this weekend. Hopefully
Feel better,
I
Leonard.
put up a lot of photos.
And Wendy.
Thanks.
Bon voyage.
Susan, can you stay
I
for a
will be
moment so I
back
can ask you
Monday.
a question?
Yeah, I will be
So
back
next
Monday.
week is the Democratic Convention.
Hope you're feeling better, Wendy.
She's already feeling great compared to what she felt like before, huh? Wendy,
Yes.
you're feeling a lot better than you did before.
Yeah.
She was a mess, huh?
I was a wreck, but I feel pretty good right now. I'm just tired now.
Yeah, look, she made
Ordinarily.
it the whole game. I'm impressed.
It was, it's Good unusual. night, Alan.
How about you, Leonard? How
Night,
are you
Alan.
feeling?
Yeah, except for a lingering cough, I'm pretty
Hi,
good.
Ben.
Oh, good. Good.
So, Gail, you want to ask me a question?
Cat.
I do. It's about our last meeting.
Okay.
About from GSW.
Yeah, Forrest.
We're recording.
Yeah, let's not record this.
Okay, good night, you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
I